There we go, we're live. Hello, everyone. We're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live at the Bench. We are here for another few hours to keep some sort of entertainment. Oh my God, Adam's hilarious. This week has gone mega fast. Mega quick week. It really has flown by. So thanks for joining us for another night of fun and frivolity. Hopefully we don't send out any sublime messages, but if we do, you might get some sublime messages for DeLonghi, or Burger Row, or Imperfections, which is another good one.
What's Imperfections about?
Imperfections is a good one. I do like that one, actually.
I do like Imperfections.
But DeLonghi was probably one of the funniest of Burger Row. It's just
DeLonghi just tipped me over.
DeLonghi threw us all for a minute, like, hey?
Is he right?
Doesn't sound right. So, yes, hello, everyone. Welcome back. So we've got no Mr. Crow tonight. He's not here, so I'll be stepping up and doing questions for the crew. I had to scrabble to get it. Everyone wanted to do it, but I managed to grab it and thought, you know what, for a change, yeah, I think I'll do something for a change. So I'm going to do it because tonight we have questions for the crew with me. We've got Simon going through what's new on the kit section. Alan's going to be doing Simon's section of what you've been buying. Roland's going to be looking at what you've been finishing this week. I don't know if Dan's frozen or just pulling the phone.
No, I am. I'm just taking Mickey.
He is. And Dan's got what you've been working on through the week. We've got breakdancing with Adam, apparently. No idea what's going on. And I think that's it. Luke's, what have you ruined this week? Maybe a bit of group build news off Al, and maybe Si can give us a rundown of our charity auction. There we go. So, welcome everybody. We haven't got Dan to read the chat, so I'm going to have to do that as well, aren't I?
Jeez, It's got to be a rough one for you today.
It is, because it cripples. My voice is already crippled, but oh well.
I'll do it. It's not a problem.
No, it's okay. I'll do it.
I know you want to.
I know. Is Simon's the first comment, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Alan's there. Saying hello, peeps. No, Simon's there saying evening, peeps. Alan's there saying hello. Brian Wimmel's there saying hello all. Hello, Brian. Sierra Neil's there. Howdy, fellas. Hello, Neil. Some weirdo called Model Bit Beginner or something. Welcome to the show.
Who knows who that is?
Hi, guys.
Paul J. Lewis, he's a wrong and all, is there saying even a model kit wranglers everywhere. Dave Robertson says, hey all. Hello, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Oh, they did the wrong accent then. Don't do that, Paul.
Yeah, no.
Scale Motors there saying hello, you bunch of reprobates. There you go. Tracy's there saying hello. Steve's there saying good evening all. Hello, Steve.
Hello, Steve. Hi, guys.
Patrick McGee is there. Evening all. Hello, Patrick. Ian Alexander 5. Hi, everyone. Adam's there as well. How is everyone this week? Not bad, Adam. Not bad. You?
How are you? He's fixed it.
It's on it.
Only for a little while. It'll go back.
What'd you do, whacking?
I pulled it, yeah.
It's a bit of a shoe effort.
Ooh. That's why he hasn't been in here.
You did what?
He's been pulling.
Jeff Light there. Evening, guys. Everyone in chat. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Maggie.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Maggie.
Wayne Saunders is there. Evening, guys. Hello, Wayne. Andy Callis is there. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
Hello. Dave M's there. Evening, everyone. Hello, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hello, Dave. Daryl Masters is there saying evening all. Hope all well. I've mostly been watching Foghorn Leghorn this afternoon and laughing my balls off at. Yeah.
That's cool.
Marcus Dale's there. Good evening, everybody. Hello, mate. Hugh's in there as well. Evening, Paul and his motley crew.
Hi.
Got your remote control there now. I thought I heard it for a second. Alan's turned his little Chinese woman on.
So he was able to do that to women.
Pete Slater's saying happy weekend all. Andrew's there. Mr. DeWar saying evening like and everyone in chat. Everyone's well. Not bad, mate.
Hey, Andrew.
Richard P. Good evening to all the world famous Friday night show. Thank you, Richard. We are, aren't we? We are. Dan's there saying yo peeps. QJam James is there waving. Hey Mika's there. Good evening all. Hey Mika. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah. Guys.
See you, buddy.
Tam McMillan, hello Tam, hope you're keeping well, bud. Saying evening, everybody.
Tam.
Stephen Burns, saying evening all. Busy cooking dinner at the moment, but listening along. Hello, mate.
All right.
Just
Good. Don't burn your dinner.
No, Dan Pedersen's there saying, hey, mofuckers.
Hey, Dan.
Hello.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, John.
Hubert's there, with a busted digit thumbs up. Hey, Bird.
Bird.
Richard Thomas, good evening, everyone. Get those thumbs ups. Indeed, I'll do mine while I'm there.
Hello, Richard.
Shane's there, good evening, chaps. 24 degrees here, so having a cold brew, 8 a.m. Fair play.
Terrible.
Jenny Taylor's there saying evening all. Hello, Jenny Taylor. Good to see you hanging out with us.
Good to see you.
Did you miss Jason?
Jason who?
Skullfish.
I didn't see him.
Yeah. Got live chat on, Paul.
Yeah.
He's between
Oh, yeah. I wasn't there before. I definitely wasn't there. Jason's there, Skullfish. Good evening, everybody. Hello, mate.
Hey, mate.
Yeah, and still pushes in.
That's weird. That message just appeared. I'm not joking yet. In between all them, that wasn't there a second ago. I scrolled down and back up and it appeared. Wow.
Andy, you're
It
muted.
was here all the time.
Weird. So, either I get through the chat a lot quicker than Dan, or it's not as busy as normal. Adam's agreeing with me. Yeah.
He did.
I think we normally start later with the chat.
Yeah.
Like it's an audition for Thunderbirds with Adam.
I predict a Hulk smash moment soon.
Smiling, brilliant. The smiling. Oh, this is all sorts of entertainment on its own.
Oh, yeah.
Don't make any side movements, Adam.
We just sit here and watch Adam for 2 hours.
When Adam's not moving properly, just his mouth's moving. It looks like he's got no teeth in and he's gumming something. Look.
Yeah. He's off.
It does, doesn't it? Just watch Adam. Just sit still. Looks like he's having a gnaw on some like raw crackers or something. Like.
I thought he was.
Soft cheese.
Adam, do you know what gurning is?
No.
Oh,
Look it up.
Look it up.
We've got 5 minutes.
yeah. Hugh's asking Jenny, how's it hanging?
Yeah, that's right.
Aftab's there. Good evening, everyone on the crew and on the chat. Hello, mate. You all right, Aftab? Did you start your? Did you start your Sky ready yet, Aftab?
Don't tell him.
Shut up, you. I know you think about doing it. No, he's doing Sky Raider first, I think. Paul Price there, morning all. Hello, mate. Darren Manchester, good Twitch. Wild up to the 240, yeah. And Dan P says, just finishing up some chores, then have to pick up a car from the shop. There you go. Good boy. That's a good one. Chores done.
Boy, Dan.
Yeah. And that is it. So there's 55 watching, 41 thumbs ups. There we go. So yeah, have you had a good week?
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, it's been all right. I've had work, uni work,
Spot on.
no electricity. So yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh, for the course.
Yeah.
It's a bit cold today, but the rest of the week hasn't been too bad.
Yeah.
A bit cold.
Oh, it's frigid out there.
A bit cold.
Yeah.
minus 19 degrees Celsius feels like minus 30.
Adam looks like he's turned into Wolverine.
Not surprised.
The grey beard. Looks like
Yeah, it's strange seeing that.
It's just what happens when you get old.
It is.
I've been going grey since I was 20.
Adam,
Yes.
how old are you?
How old do you think I am?
16.
I want to say older than me, but I've got a funny feeling
He's about the same age as you. He's about the same age as us. I think he's got a year on us.
Isn't it?
46 this year.
Well, I'm 46 in about 7 weeks.
You got me beat by a few months.
Isn't it?
That's
Does anybody else find it a bit strange? Adam's not in his green jumper. He looks completely different without that green jumper on, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Do you know what's even funnier though, Adam?
it's in the wash.
Yeah,
What's
that's
up?
his masturbating jumper.
You can grow a nice
Oh,
little
that
beard,
one.
and I think I've got about 12 hairs maybe across my entire face.
All I say is
For
don't put
some
your hand-
reason,
don't-
it doesn't grow very well right here, so I get these
Yeah,
two big
mine
bushels.
weirdly don't grow very well anywhere.
Yeah, whatever you do, if you're ever near Adam, he's got that hoodie on. Don't put your hand in the pockets.
Adam's got the GI Joe Action Man beard going on.
Is there a little switch on the back of his head for doing the eye?
Got the kung fu grip.
Well,
Oh, he's got a reputation. Yeah,
I panicked then.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, Brandon's in the chat. So it's time to go off air. Hey, Brandon. Evening, everyone.
Hey, Brandon.
Robert Judson's there. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, mate. Darryl Master says he missed questions. And while on the way back from KFC, I wondered about kit manufacturers. I'll ask a bit later because it's a two-part.
Uh-oh.
Okay, good shout. I'm doing that one tonight. Yep.
Questions is still open if you want to put it in there, Dal.
Yeah, I'm going to shut that now. Hang on. Yeah. If you're watching, say hello. Let us know what you're up to. Let us know what you've been doing. Tonight, like I said, we've got no Mr. Krog. Mr. Krog, I don't know where he's gone. He's just not with us tonight.
Family event.
Family event.
Well, that doesn't tell us where he's gone, does it? So
No.
we don't know where. We're nosy. We should know this stuff. Somebody message him and ask him.
Can I just address something?
It's
Yeah.
a secret.
And then terrible,
I mean,
terrible,
he should at least pop in and give us a thumbs up, shouldn't he?
terrible.
Yeah, no, that's
The
at
only
least.
disappointing thing, Dan, is it's one of them again. Yeah, no, you've only got the one though.
No, I've got two, but the other one's in the wash still.
Mine's in circulation somewhere. I don't know where that one is.
Yeah, mine's
Well,
in the wash.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Well, at least Alan's is on the wall. I suppose.
Well, yeah.
Mine's in the
You
wash.
can get used to disappointment. Mine's in the washing machine.
Well, hey,
Right.
for the last 45 years, I've been
Where?
disappointed. Trust me, when I look down.
Where, Paul?
That way.
He put it over there a minute ago.
Oh, it's over there.
No, it's
Oh,
Tenerife. It's
you
over
can't
there.
do that. Stop
Mine's
it.
right,
I'll tell you
right
what.
there behind
I
Simon.
see what you mean, yeah. I had the other finger, not the hand.
Not next week. Week after.
Yeah,
Don't
it
do
looks very. It looked very familiar there, Paul, for a second.
Yeah, don't do that because Roland starts twitching.
Oh, crap.
I just had to hold my hand.
I think
Hang on. Before we address something else, Dan, I'm a bit disappointed by that mug.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh,
It's my new one. It's my new Christmas mug.
Oh, it's not Christmas.
Well, we're just after Christmas, so
I'm just going to flex this.
I know. Well, I don't drink mine after that because I'll burn my head off at next 2 hours.
That's been in there for 2.5 hours and I still can't drink it properly.
Yep.
bloody hell.
I just seen something Steve's posted in the chat there about.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the video the other day. He posted it up.
It's interesting, isn't it?
So his car was taken off him and destroyed, and he got screwed by Disney for that big time.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for a. Huh?
Not Disney. It's
It's technically through Disney. It's the widow of the wife, but it was Disney that got in touch with him apparently. Something like that, anyway. But I'll be wanting
Because Disney bought the Fox, they own the rights to it now, don't they?
Yeah.
But I think the
But apparently there is no right to it.
intellectual right actually belongs to the widow of the car.
Yeah, but
I think the name of
under
Ellen.
Fox was the distributing house, which Disney bought, right?
Don't know, mate. I don't know. But
Yeah,
he
they
got
did.
screwed over royally for that.
Yeah.
So if
yeah.
you followed him, if you follow Chris back when he was building that car, he was doing a good job on that. I can't remember the exact detail. He was getting a modern day GT 500 in the classic body shape, wasn't he?
Yeah.
All the running gear in, and he's a bit of a haphazard mechanic. He is. He's a bit iffy in places, but he does a
Did
good
you
job
ever-
on the whole.
Did you ever see the Huracan that they did? They put the
Yeah.
LS in the Huracan.
Yeah, the better build was the
Oh.
240Z. Watch the 240Z build, where he fabricates all his own chassis and everything on it. That was amazing.
Who's this? Sorry.
B is for build. His name's Chris. He's
It's
been,
for the channel.
yeah, B is for build. He's been all over the place over the past few years. He had cancer. He had that trouble with Disney. They basically just took his car off him threatened him with legal action and took the car off him. And it wasn't far off being done. He did a damn good
No,
job.
they didn't take it off him. They did something even worse. They forced him to destroy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd want some replication for that, wouldn't you, whatever the word is?
Yeah.
Recompense.
Yeah.
His name.
Anyway,
Names are
it's
very
free,
hard
it's a
to
free
protect.
for all now. Anybody can build an Eleanor now, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, good. Too many odd socks. Yes. Yes.
What do they find
Paul Burridge is there. Evening all. Hello, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Sean Whitesegg, good evening, Paul Colonel in chat. Hello, Sean.
Sean.
Aftab says he's got a larger mug. You have, mate. You could swim in Aftab's mug. See, what? Oh, that's mean, Danny. Philip H is in the chat saying, bloody hell, we're a grumpy looking white middle-aged old men on the live crew. And yes, it does include Luke. Excellent.
Here we go.
How are you doing, Philip? Philip, how are you doing? I'm going to ask again. Philip, how are you doing? Because every time I see you in chat, I ask you how you're doing and you never answer me. How are you doing, Philip? I haven't seen you for a while. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yes. So if you hear me, let me know. Let me know. Sorry, Steve. By the time some common sense came out of the courtroom. Yeah. Is it just me, or does everyone need to put subtitles?
Me as well, Denny. Me as well.
Luke does in this section. And Robert Judson says, hello, gentlemen from Ontario. Hello, mate. You got the wrong one, called us gentlemen. 71 watching, 51 thumbs up. So, yeah, there we go.
Here we go.
So, you may have seen this week, myself and Lee announced me stepping away from UMP. I suppose we better talk about it, haven't we? Because I haven't spoken about it live, other than a little bit the other morning when I was live. So, yeah, I made the decision after some time to step away mutually from UMP and leave Lee to run the business as is. ISM channel 50-50 owned by me and Lee, so that's great. And I just made the decision to move on to pastures new, which I will talk about later on. I have something in the works right now, and focus on Patreon, both the live streams in the mornings, my videos, the Off Air Hangouts, just everything involved there. So that is it. There's news. There's a post up on UMP and all over my social media as well. And if you're a UMP subscriber on email, you would have got an email about it as well. Yep. So no problems at all, no animosity, nothing at all mutual. And yeah, it's just a fresh start for me. And I can focus on what is important to me, which is me and my family and my friends as well. And yeah, just time to move on, clean slate, start over. And yeah, I'll still be using UMP products. After all, I've got a hand in making most of them, so I'm going to. So no problem there at all before anyone starts the rumours flowing and what have you. Everything's good. There's no drama, no issue at all. And it is. So I have plans afoot. A few of these guys know what it is, and I'm looking forward to doing it. And when I know more, I will announce it publicly. So yeah, that is it.
Dumb.
Yes, that is it. So yeah, there we go. That's it. Just to stop any rumours flowing around and what have you, because you know what, like everyone does. And yeah, that's it. So it's all beneficial for the future, and onwards and upwards, as we say.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe that you're deciding to open a fishing tackle shop.
Mm.
It's weird,
I'm
like.
not supposed to say anything.
And the sex toys, Paul's sex toys.
I'm gonna reel them in now.
I thought you were.
I've lost my sales hook now.
Ah,
I was going to say,
Butt
fell for a
plugs.
hook, line and sinker, but
I'll have to sack Rod.
there you go.
You little maggot.
Anyway, stop carping on and move on to the next bit.
Yeah.
Shoot him, please.
Wait. Oh, yeah. This isn't the place.
We seem to be floundering now.
Oh!
Oh my!
Come on now. Come on now.
now.
Come on now. Don't be coy.
Hey!
Oh.
Anyway, moving on. So, Philip H says, I'm fine, thanks, just bloody busy at work. Cool. Master Toilet Maker's there, Steve, saying, not sure what tooth skin is, but just got it by the skin of my teeth. There you go. Well, I wonder what that saying does actually mean by the skin of your teeth.
There's no skin on your teeth.
No
mate.
idea.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's how close it was. There's no
Who wants to Google that while I read this chat? What does the meaning by the skin of your teeth mean? Because it's going to be as popular as all the volunteers. So just do it myself.
It's because there's no skin on the teeth.
If I'm honest, I don't want to Google anything with skin in the. Yeah, nothing.
But you'll put videos like you put in the chat the other weekend there, yeah, where we see more than skin. Anyway,
Yeah.
Tony Tibbetts is there saying, "Evening, gents." More to good evening, Tony. Dave Robinson saying, "Hope everyone is doing great." Robert Judson says, "May the future Rose ride to meet you." Oh, thank you, mate. Mr. Smith's there saying, "Hi guys, can you suggest a good cleaner to clean the fingerprints off my models prior to painting with enamel paint?" I use UP Airbrush Cleaner, which is an alcohol-based cleaner. So anything like that'll do. IPA. You just want something alcohol that will wipe everything off, dissolve any nasties on there, and then evaporate away into nothing is your best thing. So,
Here's a trivia then, Paul. Sorry, just to butt in. Apparently, it's from the Bible.
Yes.
oh right, okay.
Yeah. You only just succeeded in doing it.
Job 1920.
Job 1920. Yeah.
King James version of the Bible says, "My bone cleaveth to my
and to
skin."
my flesh, and I escape by the skin of my teeth.
They were still none the wiser.
Still, yeah, it still doesn't give a meaning.
Still don't know where they
It
got the
was still
skin of his
correct,
teeth from.
Anyway,
You confuse matters more.
yeah, probably yes. Anyway, there we go. Yes, so that's answered that, Mr. Smith. That's what I'd recommend. Personally. Garrett says, first toy mold, been in view for years.
Right, so
Yep. You've been drinking, Daryl. Even though you might want to have a few. Diggsy says, "Hey all, trust you well. Sorry I'm late. No worries, mate." Stittronic's there. Stittronic.
New one.
Yeah, that's not
Or Stytronic could be. Saying, "Hi guys, watching from Brazil." Hello.
Oh, good to have you, buddy.
Keith says, "Good evening all." Mr. Smith saying, "Thank you. No worries." And hi Keith. Hope you're keeping well. And Antonio Manley saying, "Good evening. How long do you recommend to wait between a base coat and a clear coat when using Tamiya LP?"
Overnight.
Yeah, 12 hours is my normal go-to. Technically, you could probably go at it. Dries quite quick, LP. Don't it dries quicker than TS, doesn't it? You could probably clear coat it an hour later, in all honesty.
more than likely.
Yes, Daryl. But my normal thing is, lead things 12. I tend to do painting like that at the end of the day when I'm done and then bugger off in the house. So it gets 12 hours before I come out in the morning. I try to plan out my painting like that. Why rush it and ruin it is my kind of idea. Why do that?
Definitely.
There's lots of new names in that chat tonight.
Yeah, lovely.
good to see.
Yeah. So I hope that helps you, Antonio. Got any more questions? Let us know. Stig's there saying evening all. Hello, mate.
Hello.
How's it?
Yes, that's right, Daryl. Sex toy business. I never thought. Yep. And Stytronic, STI-tronic, whatever it is. Stittronic, yeah. Saying hi, guys. Hello, mate.
Oh.
Yeah. Make sure you give the stream a thumbs up if you can. Give us a like. And there we go. Right then. No worries, Antonio. Hope that helps you, mate. What should we do first? Go on, Luke. Let's do your bit first for a change.
Oh,
just thinking that.
Switch it up a little bit. Switch it up.
Oh, you've caught me off guard. I'm going to have to work even harder.
Hey, you have to be prepared.
Crikey. I didn't think I'd have to get it up this soon. There it is.
Talk amongst yourself.
Is this where we get Paul's spiel?
Yeah. Wait till it shares. There we go. So now it's time for Paul's spiel.
This is about things you've ruined.
There you go. Marvelous. So
Could you elaborate?
Deary
the
me.
two this week. First up,
Hang on. Can I just say for the record, the thumbnail pretty much says what it is. It's got to show us what modelling mishap you've had this week.
It wouldn't be the same if you
Am
didn't
I
do
B&W on fire? What more do we need to add to that? Really self-explanatory, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is quite. Anyway, first up, we have James Williams, who's not got a picture to accompany.
Yeah.
But he said, while working on the Sierra last night, I was about to apply the grill, cut it off the photo etch fret, went to apply the glue, and bam, it was gone. 4 seconds it took for it to disappear. I looked on the desk and the floor for 2 hours, finally decided it was lost, and I had to make my own out of some spare photo etch mesh. I cut it to size, went to apply the glue, and there stuck the bottle of glue. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Excellent work, James. Next up, we got Cy White. Hi, I hope you're all well and not destroying too many models. Really sad about this one. Lancia S4 body messed up with the 2K clear coat. Hopefully I can fix it over the weekend.
That just needs another few coats, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably just chuck a coat or two on top.
Purely and simply, Si, all you've not done there is put it down wet enough.
Yeah.
So let that cure. Give it 2 or 3 days. Flat it back a little bit, and go over it again, and it'll be just fine now.
Yep.
You've not put it down wet enough.
No, that's kind of what it looks like after I do like my first coat anyway.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously when you do the second coat, it's still wet, so it kind of activates it again slightly. But now, because you've left it for a bit, I would agree with Paul.
Yeah, they reckon you've either got to go over it again within the hour, or you've got to leave it to cure. Is what I've read.
But you don't have to go too mad, Paul, sanding that back. Like, it doesn't have to be perfectly.
All you want to do is key that for the next layer.
So
just flat it ever so slightly, like a 3000 grit sander.
Yeah.
Or 2500 wet and dry, and just go over it again. Don't be afraid of putting 2K down wet. It has to go down wet.
Yeah.
It has to, but it is a fine line between putting it down right and getting runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A shame.
It is a shame, but easily fixable, thankfully.
Yeah, you fix that, no bother.
Yeah, that's fixable.
There we go, and that's my short stint this week.
Hang on, shouldn't there be a Dalek in there?
Hey!
Funny.
Brilliant. So there we go.
Hilarious.
That's us for the night. See you, everyone.
Here we go. Cheers, guys.
Philip says, can we have English subtitles for Luke's section? No.
Oh.
No. Pete says, hi, folks. A really good week of modelling enjoyment.
Yeah, that was good.
Mate,
Thanks,
bad.
Peter.
I'll be happy when I'll be happy when I get this bloody Civic finished over the weekend. I know that. I am not enjoying this at all. Just for the subject matter, just doesn't do anything for me at all. Did you get that glass to fit in the end, Al?
I've done nothing else with it, Paul, to be honest. I think I can shrink the body a little.
Well, push it together.
Yeah.
Didn't have to do that though.
Yeah, no, it's bad that. We don't know where he is, Robert. I don't know where Dan's gone. You hadn't even told us that yesterday, or was it today? Was not.
No.
Just
not here.
last night.
Terribly rude. I don't know
None of us have been nosy enough to ask, which we normally are. Because I've got to admit, we are a very nosy bunch.
What's that a character?
Yeah.
I'll message him.
Shall we all message?
No, ring him. FaceTime him.
All of us ringing at the same time.
Wonder if I can screen share FaceTime while I'm live.
Oh, that would be great. Oh, we have done it before, haven't we?
Let's find out.
David writes in the chat, evening all, working on my Tamiya Nissan 240 Fair Lady. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice one.
Nice one.
Beautiful car, that.
Yes. So, yeah. Right, Si, do you want to have a rundown of our charity auctions coming up?
Yes, I can do that. We have our next ISM charity auction on the 31st of March. We will be auctioning off on the show a number of kits donated by you lovely viewers. If you want to donate a kit, please PM me and I'll give you the address to send it to. And the aim is to raise as much money as we possibly can for 2 charities this time, Alzheimer's Society and the Crohn's and Colitis organisation. It will take up the whole show, hopefully. So that Friday the 31st will just be the charity auction. So, you know, I'll get lists of what comes in up so you can all start to think about where you're going to bid and how much you're going to spend. And I'll also open up a Just Giving page so that if people just want to donate money, they can do so as well.
Two very good charities for two very good charities for 2 very debilitating illnesses.
Yeah.
Which does hit quite close to home with a lot of us in here. So yeah, we thought we'd do something different than last time. I'll be honest, it was these guys' idea, to be honest. And yeah, so we're looking for any new kits, tools, paints, anything like that you want to donate. If you want to buy something and send it to us, not a problem at all. They'll all be auctioned off on the night. Hopefully we can make a bit of money for 2 wonderful charities. And as I said, we'll open a Just Giving at some point and start that off. And see how we get on. Yes, we'll see how we get on. Philip's saying, is Paul putting in the Alpha model kit? I've not decided what I'm putting in yet, Philip. Are you offering some of your Model Factory Hero ones?
Why don't you put a built model in there, Paul?
I want to make money for it, though. I can do that, yeah. I've got a kit. I'll donate. I have a kit, and it's already in my mind. I will donate that kit box Yaris quite happily to it, the one I got the other week.
I have a couple of kits inside. Just need to come and pick them up.
I know I'll have others. There'll be others. I will. I always pull my weight, and it's a lot of weight to pull. I know. With our charity auction. So yeah, I'll donate that kit box Yaris wherever it is. It's over there.
That's the 31st of March, Darryl.
31st of March.
Yeah, put it in your diaries, folks.
Team Puff February. Do we need PayPal? Si?
Ideally, yes. But if you want to bid, and you can't use PayPal, we'll possibly work something out, Paul. So if you want to message me, if you want to donate, message me anywhere, and I'll give you my address to send the kits. And I'm sure we can work something out, Paul.
Cool. But yeah, like I say, I've got a few in mind. I'll donate quite happily. Always good for the finished build. I can do a finished build. I'll pick something. I'll have a look through the built ones.
Yeah, I think that'll be a cool idea, because then maybe if there's not a kit which anybody fancies, they could always bid on that. You know,
they can have a shit kit I built. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. they can have something to fix, like, you know.
A do-upper.
Yeah, a fixer-upper.
But yeah, like I say, I'll donate that quite happily. I've got a few I'll give away. Yeah, I'll have a think. But yeah, I'll speak to Lee at UMP as well, see if Lee wants to give anything away. And by then, there might be something else in the pipeline for me as well.
Yeah.
Like I say, always pull my weight with my own charity auctions, always have, so no danger there at all. But yeah, so like I said, it'll take up the whole night, which is always a good thing. And come and join us. It's the end of the month, perfectly timed when people have been paid-ish. I think most people get paid end of the month, don't they? Ish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it will be that Friday, won't it? Actually, it's normally the last day of the month. Last Friday of the month, isn't it?
Should be, yeah. But yeah, if you got anything to donate, please chuck it our way. And we always try and do our best for the charities that we can.
And just to clear up in the chat, because there have been a couple of comments, it's Friday the 31st of March.
Yeah, March. Not February.
There is a post already up on ISM.
Yeah.
With it, I believe, and the daily live streams.
Yeah, and the group build page.
All the relevant info in there.
And if anyone feels like sharing it, please feel free to do so. Much appreciated.
Put it anywhere you can. Anywhere you can.
Yeah.
Kev's in the chat. Jaff.
I see.
Good evening, strangers. Hello, Kev.
Hi, buddy.
How are you keeping, mate? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you're doing all right, Kev. I don't know when the last time I spoke to you, mate. It's been a while. Good stuff. You've been incognito. You've been on holiday, have you?
What's it like?
Where's Cognito? Is that in the Bahamas?
There's a link to the
Well, it's
post.
overseas anyway.
Anybody wants to go and look?
There you go. So, yeah, let's see what we can get. Do we ship the kit to you, we want to donate, or ship directly to the buyer?
To me, mate.
Both send it to Si. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to buy something new, by all means, just get it shipped directly to Si. If you've got something you want to donate, just again get it shipped to Si. If you are posting from overseas, please mark the value down so we don't get crippled for import duty. Speak to Si before anything and make sure Si knows what it is to sort it out.
We'll sort it out.
Yeah.
The reason is as well, I like to, and quite rightly, check all of the kits before they go up for auction. Because if you auctioned and won something and hadn't been checked, you'd hate to if it was a windscreen missing or something like that. So they do all get checked before they go into the auction, so that you know you're going to get a complete kit.
Yeah, but don't be afraid. Just message inside now. We need to get the ball rolling on this. We've only got a couple of months to get this going.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, anything and everything. I'm gonna go through my stash and have a look at anything I can give away. I'll have a good think, and I'm going to speak to Lee as well about UMP. And you know what? Something I haven't done. I might reach out to some more of my contacts as well, which I haven't done for a while.
Yeah.
And speak to see if they want to get involved at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good idea.
I do know quite a lot of companies and manufacturers in this hobby, so I'll reach out and have a chat with them and see what they can do. But yeah,
if you live overseas and you want to purchase a gift or a kit for the auction, what you can do is you can order from a shop in the UK and have that shipped to Si, and that way you avoid all the international, pitfalls.
That's a good idea.
We've done that. We've done that many times. We've done that many times, like with the birthday group or, some of the Christmas groups as well. It's really easy to do. All you have to do is just, put a note there with your order where you want it to be shipped to, and they'll handle it for you. It's not that really is not a problem.
That's a good point, Andy. Most stockists and retailers will allow you to put in a separate shipping address, even if you're playing with PayPal or anything else. So that's fine if people want to do that. That's great.
I was going to say, Andy said it's really easy to do, but then he was messaging me while I was in the shower to try and get my address right.
There is that. I can't help you with the way the addresses go, but hey,
they can be
if you're ordering from a shop in the UK, they know the system. So
yeah. So, like I said, come and join us on that evening, and we'll try and do our best for another couple of very, very worthy charities, definitely.
Absolutely.
So what we can do. As a community, let's see what we can do.
We did well last time, didn't we?
I did. It was over 3K, wasn't it, for cancer research?
We did good. We did good.
It's not to be sniffed at, is it, though?
A bunch of rabble. Not bad at all. Yes. So I've got a bench update that we're due when the Civic's done. I'll mention it in there as well. I might just do a separate video actually for it. Probably better. Yeah.
Be good.
Could probably do a short video on that as well, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Don't know how. Can you do talking on a short video? Don't think. Yeah, you must be able to. Yeah. Can I get all that info in 1 minute with my gob?
Probably not.
We've had 12 videos. Just look for part 2. Yes, there we go. That's it. It's news about that. Group build out. Any transpirings?
No, still 50 Shades is still ongoing. The Le Mans is still ongoing. We still need to go through the German and the sci-fi group builds. The posts are still both open on those for you to put your finished work in. Maybe we'll get through the German one next week, maybe, when we haven't got so much on.
Be good.
Yeah. Did we say that about 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've
that's not bad.
And then we've had sort of 2 busy weeks, haven't we? So.
And as soon as Cam's finished, we'll do the sci-fi one.
Yeah.
It's 2025.
Don't wait that long.
Errol says just don't bid on a Herzog drill and bit holder.
Boy.
Oh dear.
Philip saying, don't forget the gift aid.
Yep, that's true, Philip.
Yes.
Dominique's there. Well, I haven't seen Dominique for a while either. Hope you're keeping well, Dominic.
Yeah,
Has he been in the Hangouts of an afternoon? I haven't seen Dominic for ages.
I haven't been in. I did ask the other day if anybody had seen it.
No, he had a family thing, didn't he? I know.
Yeah, so I think he's been dealing with that, and
But
obviously
Monday or Tuesday, I think he popped in very briefly.
Right.
Memory serves right.
I think
Hope
was
you're
the last
okay,
time I
mate,
was
anyway.
That long ago?
Yeah.
Anyway, Jeff Light's saying good evening to him as well. I was going to say Jeff Light's saying good evening. He's not. I've already spoke to Jeff. There we go. Right. What do you reckon, Andy?
Absolutely.
Oh,
This
really?
can take a while.
Oh, bless him.
You think we should?
Well, it depends on which section you want to do.
That's what I was asking you, funny enough.
Go on.
Anyway, Alan, do you have a look at what's been bought?
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready and raring to go. See what I can mess up this week.
Let's have a look what everybody
Come on, baby.
brought.
Oh, hang on. Asbo93's in the chat. I haven't seen that name for a while either. Asbo saying good evening, everyone. Good to finally catch you live after so long. It is, mate. Welcome back.
Hello, buddy.
Nice to
Hey, buddy.
Nice to see you.
To see you. Nice. Didn't it do well?
Anyway,
Look at
what
how
everybody's been buying this week. So, first up this week, we have Andrew Price. It looks like Andrew's got himself a whole host of gravity paints. Andrew says, was late last week and didn't get on. Got a few paints from Gravity and a few Mr. Hobby primer sand.
Primers and God's sake, Alan.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Alan, put your glasses on for Christ's sake.
Okay.
It might be easier.
It's the new stuff from Tamiya. It's primer.
Yeah, it's new primer sand. It primes and sands in one go.
I don't think it's
Oh, yeah,
type
primer
one.
sand. That's what it sounds. I was looking, I thought, is it a new type of Mr. Hobby paint they brought out? I was sort of checking.
Yeah.
No, it's not a
new
type.
drills.
Blind message.
That's my new endeavour. They beat me to it, bastards. I was going for new and improved Paul Bratton and primer sand.
I haven't even got through the first one.
Hannah, cancel that yacht.
Anyway,
sorry, go on.
So Andrew has also landed himself some 120th Tamiya F1 kits and detail upsets and some very nice kits there too. The Jordan 191.
Yeah.
The Lotus Type 79 and the McLaren MP44 with looks like a full top studio detail master set.
That's the full super detail set.
That's
Wow.
that
one.
That's the one I used on my MP44, and it is an exceptional set.
There's a lot in that box by the look of it. That's very cool.
There is,
yeah.
I'm just trying to see if those Lotus 79 decals are different to the kit ones.
I don't know.
That's a reasonably new boxing as well. So
Yes, and they're cartograph decals in there, I think.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it might be a different scheme.
56, is it a different number?
Yeah.
5 and 6, is it?
Nice kits there anyway.
Yeah,
And
very
he's also
nice.
got himself the Leighton House and the Ferrari F189. Which is a
Nice.
nice kit, that one.
I like that Leighton House scheme. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you build that one not long ago, Si?
I haven't built it yet. No, I bought it, but that's
Come on.
Adrian Newey's first design car. Very good one, that one.
Yeah.
So a nice haul there, Andrew. Very nice haul.
Very nice. Lovely.
Next up, we've got Ian Fife, and it says, I'm not a big fan of the F35, but after seeing the reviews, it looks like a great build.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Scale is that's that 148, yeah.
It is getting great reviews, that kit.
It's just a little bit of a bland
Yeah, it looks
looking aircraft. That's the only thing. It needs some really good weathering on it.
So all the panel markings underneath, they are all going to be decals on that?
I guess so.
I'm not sure.
I hope
actually.
so.
I would guess so.
I know what you mean, Paul. It just looks like you've asked somebody who's, not very good with planes to just try to fight a plane.
It is what it is, isn't it? It's like the Ultimate Fighter plane, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it was, exactly.
Nice kit all the same. Nice.
You can build it a couple different ways. You can build it when what they call beast mode, with all of the ordnance on the outside of the jet, or you can build it clean like the way they show on the box art.
Like
Beast mode will kind of give you a little more something to look at.
Danny Struss has got himself the Ferrari F40 competition zone 1993 Monty Shell by Tamiya. That's a pretty rare kit, that one, isn't it, Paul?
That's
good. I built that a while back. That one has a better closing body than the road car. That one actually fits together okay.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good looking car when it's made as well.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is pretty.
So you don't see many of those for sale.
Love it.
Yeah, very
With
nice.
a rare beast. Nice little catch, that one, Dan.
very cool.
Andrew's saying he got them because they've got the JPS logos in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right.
Very nice, Andrew.
Next up, we've got Digsby James. He says, a gift from my son, a 112 Tamiya Porsche 935.
Wow.
NOS still sealed inside. NOS?
New old stock.
No stock.
No old stock still sealed. Okay. It's a 1976 release, so it's the original box in that. Oof. The
That's
actual
the one that you
that
just
might not be a
finished
bad
up,
thing.
right?
Yeah, say again, sorry, Paul. Andy?
Is that the kit that you just finished?
It is, but mine was one of the newer mouldings, so I'm assuming that with that being the original kit, the mouldings might be a little bit more crisp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's the
Probably
original,
are, yeah.
out the original tooling.
Such
Yeah.
a good looking car.
Yeah,
It is nice, isn't it?
It is a good
It's
looking
got a
car.
martini scheme. What's not to like?
Yeah, well,
exactly.
Martin's got enough of that. Nice one.
That wasn't a dig. I was just saying.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what's it? Oh,
With, scale model Chris.
Hello.
Evening all.
Okay.
First up, treated myself to a little USB Dremel tool from Amazon. Little mini electric grinder.
That's good. What you need for that, Chris, is a holder.
Yes.
A holster.
Holster.
Not just put it back in his holster.
What's that off?
It says also received a little
Ask in a minute.
Sorry?
Nothing. Go on. Carry on.
You go on.
Chris is also saying he's received a little care package from MGSF, perfect parts, to try out on a few new builds. A couple of different tyre valve sets, air jack set for race cars, and for my next build, ignition switch and key set, and lowering parts for the Tamiya Honda S2000.
Okay. They're gonna be tricky to clean up, those keys, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are they to scale, Chris? Look a bit
Looking at
big.
the size of that print, I'd probably say they are, Paul.
I don't know. It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting, though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What kit was it that I built? I did the Fujimi F12, and that had photo etch key and key ring in it, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Chris, he says, last up, treating myself to a new airbrush, Sparmax Max 3 and some Tamiya LP Smoke and NATO Black.
Cool.
I got one of those, I think.
Nice one, Chris.
Nice.
Hey,
It's a nice brush, I
Chris,
think.
those ignition switch things, how's that used? I mean,
I suppose you just place it somewhere on the car for its dashboard or something, isn't it?
Yeah, wherever they go on the real car, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah.
Put your key in it if you want.
okay.
Looks like you've got the ignition bezel and then you've got the key separately. So
Yeah. They're going to be fun to clean off, those keys.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Very nice.
You steady hand with them, mate.
Not for me.
And next up, we've got Dave Molina. And Dave
Hey,
says,
Dave.
hi all. Just a few things found their way into the den. Italieri Scania T143H kit, also 4-pump action containers and a mini rotary drill.
Nice.
Pump action containers.
Pump action containers, that's what I was looking
Oh,
at.
they're the ones that put a little thing of fluid in the top.
Yes.
Oh,
Is that them? Dave, are you in the chat, mate?
look at the second to the left there. The top is the cap is
Okay.
open, so you can see it. You can see that it's
Yeah,
got
they're
like
the ones that you just squeeze very lightly and it puts a little bit of the fluid in the top.
yeah, it looks like it.
Like they
Oh,
use
is that
for
what they do?
rubbing
Okay.
alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah.
it puts it in like a bowl. There's like a
Yeah,
bowl.
you just squeeze it very lightly.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Good idea.
Very
That's
interesting.
cool. I like that.
That's a large cock on that truck. It is, Kevin. Isn't it?
Just joining with your truck build. Paul?
Yeah, he's going to. Yeah, he's a good lad, and he's got the Herzo tool as well. Nice one, Dave. Just in the chat, Hugh and Daryl talking about weathering. Yes, anything modern is kept pretty clean, but even clean, it will still hold ingrained dirt. Any modern day jet, even an armor, spotlessly clean, I bet you it's still got ingrained dirt on it. Once it gets into those surfaces, very hard to get out. But if you look closely, those F-35, they are dirty close up.
Especially because I don't think they're gonna put like a clear coat or like polish the paint. You're gonna get it's gonna have a texture in it, so it's gonna hold dirt in it.
If you want to see dirty modern day aircraft, just Google Greek fighter jets.
Oh yeah, they're filthy, aren't they? What the hell is that?
Anyway, that looks interesting. Is what that looks.
It does.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That's a resin kit, isn't it?
Dean Slater. It says, good evening. A couple of purchases this week. First up, this Modeller's 120th Leighton House MCS 8. A kit and car I've never seen before. It's basically an F1 car with bodywork. That looks really interesting.
Looks like, cool. It looks like the old Can-Am cars.
Yeah.
It's like a Le Mans Porsche.
Open top.
Car.
Yeah. Very nice.
Le Mans Pro car. Yeah.
I mean, Leighton House did sponsor some of the cars in Le Mans from memory, so
It's like a McLaren MB8 Can-Am.
What is that? The kit manufacturers?
Modelers, they're old.
Yeah.
That'll be quite an old kit. That I don't even know if modelers are still going. I think they might be.
Yeah.
There's not. I mean, as a type of race car, are there many kits of the old Can-Am cars?
There are some. Academy has some.
So there are 4.
I was going to say, you've got some on your side.
Yeah, there are 4 Tamiya 1/18th one, which were designed as remote control battery operated cars, but you can clean them up quite nicely. There's a McLaren M8B, the Lola, there's a Nissan, and I can't remember the 4th one. It's a Porsche, I think.
Okay.
So the answer is yes, Andy. There
Porsche
are
910.
Yeah, I think it is, Al.
They're great looking cars.
Yeah, no, they got the. I mean, I love the McLaren. It's a stunning car.
McLaren, the Accurate Miniatures has the McLaren M8B, and now they have the 70 and the 71.
Okay.
Dean's been a bit of a baller with this one. He also picked up some bits for detailing the Tamiya 112 McLaren MP46. The top studio set is ridiculously detailed. It is. That's the detail master set. Everything
not cheap either.
Nice
yeah,
one.
hardly a single bolt from the full car. Yeah, it's
That's cool.
Detail upset that is, and he's also got some Taboo design extra decals for it as well by the looks of things.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Be careful of those Taboo. Be careful of Taboo decals. They can be a little bit iffy.
It can be a bit taboo.
Next up, we've got our very own Joe. And what is this, Joe?
Oh, Joe.
It's a plane.
Kyle just picked up this Hasegawa 132nd Fokker Wolf FW190D9 to do a buddy build with Mr. Paul Bretland. Thanks for looking.
That will be my first plane build ever.
Cool.
Nice one, Joe.
That's very cool. Very cool.
At least you didn't rope yourself into it.
No. At least I didn't do that.
No.
Looking forward to seeing the results on that one, Joe.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to it myself.
It will be fun, Joe. We'll have fun doing that.
Next up, we've got Cedric, and it says last purchase of the week. The model car wasn't expected, but the seller did a big price cut, so I couldn't resist. And it's a nice car. It's a 1/16 Cobra 427.
Very nice.
Is that the one, basically the same one as you built, Paul?
Exactly the same kit. Yeah, it's an NPC repop, and I bought that for pennies, like 50 quid, and it's a really good build. I've got a build. There's a build out on the channel, Cedric. If we go and have a look, I really enjoyed it. But it's right above me, just up there, and it looks awesome. It goes together really, really well. That kit, really well.
Is that the burgundy one you did?
Yeah,
that's correct. Yeah.
It's an absolutely proper little jewel of a kit for an old kit. That one, I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Cedric saying also these two kits, the VAB will be built with a 20mm gun turret. If I can find it, it's a blast model set, very rare, and he's got the Matchbox Mirage 3 there as well.
Oh, nice! Those Matchboxes boxings are awesome. They remind me of being a kid.
Yeah, so they're
They
quite
do.
old, those, aren't they?
Let's go 80s, that.
And that's the hell of a VAB before.
That's cool.
35th.
That is cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it reminds
Oh,
me of
he's going to stick what, a big 20mm gun on the top of that, is he?
that. That's a 50 cal.
With a big turret on the top.
That's a 50 cal in it, yeah.
Yep. That's a big one. Yeah.
Nice, Cedric. Next up, we've got Andrew, and says, "Evening, everyone. Just the one purchase this week. The Hobby Boss 135th German Boxer MRAV. That's looking like a cool machine.
Those things.
This thing looks mean.
Yeah, they are cool.
That's
That
got
looks
some
just
drift car locking in that as
mean.
well.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's Hobby M135th. And, and there we go. He says just the one, but it's actually a late edition. He's got himself, what is it, Roland?
Panzer Haubitz.
A Panhaubitz 2000. Name's 135th. With add-on armour. Thanks for looking.
Self-propelled artillery, I believe it is.
That's modern. Is that modern?
It's been around for a while, but it's still classed as modern, isn't it, Roland?
Yeah. It's not World War II, if that's what you're asking. No, it's
got a hell of a long gun on that as well, isn't it?
Artillery. Yeah, it's artillery.
That thing is
145 millimeter. I think.
Fun fact here: if you go back to the last picture of the one that Andrew had there, Amazon sent them that package. Just like that.
Yeah, that's how they do it quite often. Yeah. It's great.
I can't believe that Amazon would send out a box like that.
Yeah, no. That's not good.
One way of annoying me, that sticking the sticker right across the box. Right, annoys.
Or shoving it in a paper bag. That's one way to do it. I don't know.
Two nice kits there, Andrew, anyway.
Yeah, the Panzer Haubitz is awesome. It's big, that Panzer Haubitz as well.
Oh, this is one that eludes me. This is from Anthony Rico. It says, "So excited to get this 112 Tama Ferrari 312B, Mario Andretti's car."
Well, just talk about it. Here you go.
Yeah, we were, weren't we?
I've got one built in me display case.
Oh,
okay. I've one kit I'm after in 112, but I've never managed to see one at the right price. I always tend to go for stupid money.
I'm hoping they're going to do a rebox like they're doing with a lot of the other F1 kits.
We're getting to that era now where they're starting to get released like that. So hopefully,
especially with Andretti going back into Formula One, so it becomes more of a household name again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A nice one there, Anthony.
Cool.
Nice. Next up, we've got Sparky Mark Bride. He says, "Hi all, a couple for me this week: a 112 Suzuki GSX RR and a 124 Sauber Mercedes. That's a C9. Both by Tamiya. These won't be started for some time, as I want a few aftermarket bits."
Nice one, mate.
Nice kits.
I had a look at that Mercedes, but maybe next month.
I'm going to go for the Model Factory 112 one, Roland.
Yeah, sure. Maybe next live.
Lovely.
Next up, we've got Snowwolf Steve. He says, "This week I acquired some aftermarket decals for the Hasegawa 132nd Focke-Wulf 190 along with the Quinta 3D cockpit set."
Quinta.
Was it? Quinta.
Quinta.
Quinta, okay.
I call it it's Quinta, but Andy's obsessed. It's Quinta.
Okay. You know me. I say it as I see it, and 9 times out of 10 that's wrong.
No, I've been calling it that just to annoy Andy.
Yeah. Well, no, Steve. I take it Steve's building along with you, is he as well?
I think so.
I think so. It looks like it.
Looks like it, yeah.
Good man.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, he is.
Keen wiring TV decals.
Next up is our very own Roland, and Renault's got himself a Renault 4.
A motorcycle.
In 12 scale.
What's that from Ebro, is it? Oh yeah, 120 from Ebro.
It's a Fogonet, yeah. It's a R4. Renault R4.
So we call them Renault 4s over here as well. And the 124th Honda, and that's in 124th, and the Honda CB750F from Tamiya 112.
Nice.
You're getting the bug on this bike thing, aren't you, Roland?
I get what on this bike?
I said you're getting the bike bug, aren't you?
Yeah. I must say I'm enjoying this Yamaha, which I'm building at the moment. I really do.
That's nice classic Honda that is as well.
Oh, I love that Honda. Yeah, that is lovely.
I had a CB250.
Yeah. And Roland's also got the 65 Riviera in 125th from AMT. That's looking cool. That's a cool looking car. That is. The F Toys Kawasaki 900 Super 4 750 RS in 1/24.
Wow. Wow.
Never seen that before. There will be a kit review of this on the weekend.
I shall watch that.
That's going to be tiny.
Oh, it's interesting. It looks really interesting. I mean, I was intrigued when I saw it and it wasn't expensive. I said, "Oh, I want to,
cool
it's
for
an odd kit, so I want to see it."
That'd be cool for diorama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice rolling.
With the 124 car, whatever,
Yeah,
or in the
exactly.
124 workshop.
Oh, we've got our own Wardy boys here, so been after this for a while. Got it for a steal on eBay.
That's nice.
Honda CBR 1100XX. I've never even seen that
I
kit
like that.
before, Luke.
Very nice.
No.
Looks awesome. I've checked the decals are the main thing about this as well. I've checked the decals and they look fine, thankfully.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Can you get aftermarket for it anyway, Luke, if you needed them?
I think you can, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if you
Well,
can
the thing to do with that, Luke, is make sure you scan them, because as long as you spray the bodywork white, they'll go down lovely, those.
Yeah.
If you have to print anymore. But if you have to reprint those on clear, as long as you paint the bodywork white, it'll go down they'll go down nice on a white background. That's what I'm saying.
But the problem is they give you the light blue decals or the dark blue, and you've got to paint the other colour.
Ah.
So
Bit of a pain then.
Anyway, looks good. Love that bike.
Yep.
Looks very good.
And also got
I
himself
got
an
that myself,
155
Hey.
with a detail set and some airbrush filters, both from Paul. Oh yeah, airbrush filters
All
underneath.
right. Yeah. I got that kit as well. It looks a good kit.
Well packed out, wasn't it, Luke?
it was very well packed, yeah. I haven't had a chance to look through the box yet.
That's good.
And bought some more shelves from a display case. Now I have one with models in and one pretty empty.
I tell you what, mate, it's good to display Fern's models.
That's nice. A little bit
Thank you
safer in
very
there as well, Luke, hopefully.
Luke, where did you buy the display case?
I got the display cases, both of them on eBay. They're IKEA Detolf cabinets.
Okay.
I think I'm like 50 quid for the pair. And the extra shelves actually cost more than I paid for the cabinets.
Yeah.
Nice haul. I had a blind on a new display case myself today
Nice.
as well. So
You did what else, sorry?
I've got myself another display case off Facebook Marketplace today, exactly the same as what I've got, 40 quid delivered to me from your side of the water too, Paul.
Oh, cool.
Like that.
You picked it up, yeah?
No, they're delivering it to me on Sunday.
Oh, fair. I should have take mattresses away.
Yeah. and that is it for this week, folks.
That's right. Deliver it as well, isn't it?
Nice.
Well done now.
So some nice buys there, guys.
Thank you, Al.
Thanks, Al.
Right, let's catch up on this chat. Get my mouse back. There we go. So Darryl said didn't put up or abort because it was brass rod and vari-millimeters and cardstock. Ain't that exciting? It is.
It is.
I do.
I like cardstock and brass.
Yeah. Kev says didn't put much for ages. Crohn's related family emergencies, job changes, etc. kind of kept me otherwise occupied. Well, I hope everything's okay now, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
And I hope your family are all right too, mate. Hope your family are okay. Always here, Kev. You want to chat, mate? Just pop in. Even if you're not modelling, mate, you're always welcome.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Sean Takami's there. Good evening, guys. Hello, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Dave M says you got lads. Yeah. Paul Chaplin, good evening, guys in chat. Hello, Paul. In the final stage of polishing a car, should you use plastic polish or auto polish? I take the plastic polish.
So on
What plastic polish is it, Robert?
I'd
Talking about
probably
the
use
Tamiya
auto
stuff.
polish.
It depends
the
what
Novus,
medium you're polishing as well. Is it 2K or is it?
That's wax.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Novus called plastic polish on the bottle?
yeah.
I can't
Plastic clean and shine, yeah.
Yeah, because Novus was originally for headlights, wasn't it?
No, canopies on aircraft.
Or it's used for headlights as well.
It's used for anything plastic, isn't it? Yeah, let us know what you're polishing, and we'll tell you. Or what the plastic polish is, sorry. Dave M says pop containers work really well and can handle toxic materials. Can you get the liquids back in, Dave, as well? Or once they're out, that's it, you've got to wipe it clean. Yes. It's a full styrene kit. That's right, I did hear they did make styrene kits. It has the Tamiya 2004 DFF engine sprue in the box. Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. That's really interesting.
But best of lucks to Joe with the aircraft. Tracy's there. Hello, all. Just got home at the bench. Carry on. Thank you, mate. That's right. AMT and Airtel did repop that Cobra. They did. Hugh, you're right. Yeah, they did a while back. It's a good kit. It's a really good kit to build. Recommend it to anyone. Digsby's wife learned to ride in her dad's CD750F. CB750. I was right the first time.
CD750F, yeah.
Daryl said that Renault 4 was great. It was the upgrade for only fools and horses. Okay. For once, she had some experience, and of course, I got a Kawasaki Ninja 600R. Nice. Craig Stadies is there. Evening, guys and girls.
Craig.
Tony Tibbet says, Luke, I put the Nissan brake off. A real one.
Probably the Blackbird, the Nissan calipers on the Blackbird were known to be really good. Just Nissan calipers in general from that era bike are really good. Better than anything you'd find on a Harley.
What the hell was that noise then? Very suspicious that. Did anybody else hear that?
Yeah.
Adam's looking suspicious. Look.
I heard it. That's all.
And before you accuse me, it wasn't me.
I was just going to say, I have a
wasn't
prime
me.
culprit.
It wasn't.
There was
me.
a funny noise and his beard went like that.
It's more concerning how I'm more concerned how Rich hasn't reacted at all. It looks like he's fogging off a smell or something there. And he's had jalapeno and chicken things today.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Anyway, Paul was looking for cleaning brushes for the airbrush. Now, what is a brush specifically for cleaning airbrushes in UK can only get in the full Iwata cleaning kit?
Yeah, they've brought out an individual brush now. It's basically the bristles are cut off flat, so the bottom of it's very flat. So they're saying you can obviously clean your paint out better with that brush. It's got quite thick bristles.
You can buy flat air paintbrushes,
Yeah, flat synthetic brush should be.
The harder and Steenbeck brush is worth the money if they do that little one. I've still got mine from years ago. It's got double-sided brush, different size brushes on the same piece, so you can get in different areas.
Sparmex had one, which I still use, which is also very good.
Who?
It might come with that Sparmex Max 3, which we have just seen. Which
okay.
Yeah.
I know you use an artillery brush and have one on order. Yeah, I just use an artillery brush.
Yeah, I do.
Just a big one.
That's what I do. I just use an old paintbrush.
Just make sure it's synthetic. Last a bit longer then. There we go. We're all up to speed. There's 103 watching, 73 thumbs up. So if you haven't said hello, say hello to us.
Hello.
We're here for another hour or so, then I'm going to take us. That's the one, Paul. I've had one for years. Yes, that's it, mate. It's a really good little brush, that. It is. Yeah, there we go. Right then. Simon, do you want to do your kits?
I can do the kits.
Always looking forward to Simon's
no, we
section.
won't. No, we won't, Si. We'll do one of the other ones. We'll do Dan's or Roland's to break it up. Dan, are you ready to do yours, mate?
Yeah, born ready.
Yeah, all right, mate. We'll do Dan's, then we'll do Simon's, and we'll go do Roland's. Just to break it up so we're not looking at what we've been working on, what we finished.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Makes
good
sense.
point.
I was born ready.
Oh, dear. Kev says fatter down the shaft and thinner at the tip.
Is he talking about me?
Have you got a camera in here?
Oh, Lord.
Right, over to Dan. He's going to have a look at all the work you've been showing in progress for the week. So if you put it up, he'll look at it.
Good evening, everybody. We're going to start on the forum as always. And there is a few tonight, believe it or not. And the first one out the gate is Mr. Ranger Neil. He's been working on the 72nd scale Airfix 2015 release of the Armstrong Whitworth Whitley bomber for the Bombers Group build. It started out well as regards fit and finish, but once it came time to join the various sub-assemblies together, the old Airfix issues with fitting reared their ugly head. The photo shows the assembled fuselage and wings with the tailplanes and turrets dry fitted to assess their fit. Paints used thus far are Hataka Blue Line and Tamiya acrylics.
Looking good, Neil.
Yeah, very cool.
Huge.
It is quite a big
72 scale.
Pretty large.
Yeah, that's a large bird. It were
A long boy.
a spider on me.
Eat it.
Oh,
Kill it.
this is Mr. No, it isn't. It's Master Toy Maker.
Steve.
He says, "Hello, King Dan. Hello. Containers are a great way to keep your goods from getting scattered." See what he did there?
Hey.
Hold my ribs, somebody. And here is the Italieri 24th scale, 20-inch long shipping container. I bought this for the sole purpose of using it as a riser in a large display case. I want to leave well enough alone. It decided to drill out the hinges and make the doors operate, thus exposing 92 horrible ejector pin marks. Yikes. Perfect putty to the rescue and a temporary shim to keep things square. Lifting lugs are going to get a resculpt as well. So many possibilities for the finish: rusted out, graffiti, custom shipping logo. Maybe turn it into a taco stand. Oh, I want a Taco Bell now. Another stupid 15-piece model kit that will take him months. To be fair, I quite like that.
Yeah.
In a weird sort of, there's many possibilities to, what's the word? Mess with it. I want to say a different word, but will not.
Weathering.
Yes. This is Digger 303 next, and he's working on his Italieri 48th scale Arado 196A3. It's going to be a lake-based craft from 1941, or so the instructions say.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Very, very cool.
It's really cool.
I like his wood.
Yeah.
You would.
Get your mind out of gutter there, Mr.
You
Lewis.
look like it there, Dan.
Everybody likes good wood. Especially Mr.
Survival
Parker.
or speed.
Yeah, baby.
This is Forever Plastic Kits next. He says, "Hi, fellow modelers. You begin the paint of the Trumpeter BMP3 reactive armor with Tamiya mix. It's a bit difficult because of the angles and corners of the parts of this vehicle."
Wow. Yeah.
What's that bit at the front?
Just detail, isn't it?
That bit there, I have
Oh,
no
like
idea.
fakers.
Yes, they're the. I don't know. I've no idea.
It's a Sydney Opera House when they open the windows.
I was going to fill you up with some kind of.
What's the Tamiya mix then? What's going on there?
I'm guessing he's mixed his paint.
Paint.
But I've no idea what they are. I'm
That's not actually
assuming.
one part, is it? That's lots of different parts stuck in.
Yeah, that's
plastic.
a lot of different parts. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought it. Yeah, I thought it was some like sort of flailing device of mines or something at first.
Daryl. I got to delete that comment, Daryl.
Oh my good Lord above! I've just read it.
Daryl. Naughty boy.
Naughty.
Oh, and you, Tony. Don't you be saying stuff either. You shush. Let's keep the comments sensible in the chat, please.
Oh
No
my
matter how
God.
funny they are.
Oh my goodness.
And the final one of the evening on the forum is Mr. John J. And this is a Tamiya 112 scale FW14B with top studio detail sets. It's a mixture of Tamiya XF and LP paints.
Cool, nice one, John.
Looking good.
That's
That's
going
awesome,
to be massive.
That's detail.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's cool as.
We're going to slide swiftly over to Face Ache. I still feel like I've got a spider on me. First one out the gate is Mr. Dan Pedersen.
Oh,
He says he's got some interior work done on his Revell 24 scale Ford GT for the Le Mans Group build. His first ever attempt at seatbelts.
Looking good, Dan. We've got a top tip here on this kit.
Don't put the body on.
Well, there is that, but when you do put the body on, put the glass on from the outside and don't do what Chad did and put it on the inside and then complain it doesn't fit and rip out half the interior to get it fit to Alan to spot it and tell him after he fitted the body.
Oh,
It
bless.
happened the other day.
Oh, would do that while he's not here to defend himself.
Yeah, I did. If we did it while he was here. Yes, read your instructions, people.
Yes. I must admit, I do like what he's got going on his interior, and I like the.
Looks good. Yeah, looks good. Dan.
Very nice.
I'm guessing that must be. I don't know what that is.
Very clean.
Fuel tank, yeah.
Oh, is it like the back end with the
I think it's a septic tank.
Septic tank, yeah.
And that's his other picture of his dashboard and steering
Nice.
wheel.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's very nice looking.
No worries, Tony. Don't be worried, mate. And yes, Darryl, I know it's a life we were living, mate. I understand that, but I'm just thinking of me in the stream and the
Yes.
guys. That's all.
Yes.
We get people complaining. There's people out there that can't take a joke.
Oh my lord, yes.
I have to think of the bigger picture of everything. So
Yeah.
I don't like stifling. What's the word? Stifling
Controversy.
humour.
Free speech.
Well, there is that too. Yeah. So yeah, don't be worrying, guys. No harm, no foul. Don't worry.
Next is Mr. Sean Tagami. He's got some work done on his Tamiya 24 scale Ford GT by priming and painting the body and the suspension.
Nice. That is not only an epically good looking car.
Yes.
It's a very good kit from Tamiya.
Yeah, it is really nice to build that, isn't it?
Very good kit to build. Completely problem free, other than getting your paint down those vents, which isn't that bad anyway.
No.
Very good build, that one.
It isn't, but when I do my next one, I'll keep those vents off at the end because I had a real pain with those when I did it.
Yeah, it didn't bother me that much.
Yeah, I'd keep them off, definitely.
Next is Mr. Andrew Price, and this is his first build for a while. He started a 24 scale Revell 926.
Very nice.
Doing this one for the Le Mans build by any chance?
Yeah, I built that kit a while back. It's a nice simple kit, that.
Yeah.
Nice simple kit.
Is that orange has got bang on there, I think.
Yeah, it does.
Good.
And when it's got a clear coat across it, that'll look even better.
Yeah, I'll pop. Yeah.
This is scale model Chris next. He says, evening all, more progress made on the 24th scale Sierra Cosworth. Detail painting, panel line washing, and started on some of the assembly work.
Is that's the new one, is it? The
Yes.
model one, is it?
His headsets are awesome.
Yeah, those headsets are wicked. I like
Yeah,
them.
they come with the kit. Yeah, they're good.
And he's also put, if it plays, he didn't want to drill out the body work, so he glued some magnets for attaching the light pods. Have a good show, and we'll catch up over the weekend. Let's see.
Very nice, Chris.
Very cool.
Good work.
Very
Chris.
cool.
Yeah, that's good.
That's really cool, Chris.
Very nice.
Nice.
Nice idea.
Very nice idea.
Very cool.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Ooh, Shaggy.
Mr. Paul Price is next. And this is his progress so far on his attempt at a 24th scale Lexus LFA build. The kit is built out of the box using Tamiya paints. Body color is Tamiya TS8. Thanks for looking.
That's looking sharp, is that?
Yeah,
Nice.
really sharp.
Nice red.
I like his interior. His seats are looking good.
Very nice.
Mine's nowhere near that.
Paul, was this before or after you restarted it, mate? Yeah, no, he had a bit of a nightmare of his clear, and I think he stripped it.
Oh, bugger.
I'm sure he did.
Nice colour that.
James is asking, is it still an easy kit to find? Which one, James?
The
If it's the
LFA.
4, if it's the
I'm
4
guessing
GT,
the
4
GT,
GT, yes.
Yeah.
This is Cy White next. He says, "Hi, hope you're all well. First build since lockdown. Wow.
Wow.
Working on his Lancia S4. He went to town on this build with some scratch built and 3D printed parts. Also added AN fittings, etc. Still a bit to do. Thanks for looking.
Very
Nice
nice.
one, mate.
A lot. That
Very
dash
nice.
is looking good.
Yeah,
That
really
looks
good.
very
That.
good.
That dash is
Interior
looking
looks
really
detailed.
good.
Loads of
Yeah.
Kevlar
then-
decal on that as well.
And then
Yeah,
that's
lots
looking really
lots
good.
of carbon fiber in there, eh?
And then that's looking really good.
Wow. Great kit they are, aren't
Wow. Nice work.
Mm. Cool.
Nice
Lovely.
detail.
Oh, would you look at that?
they? Would you look at that?
Who's
Would you
this?
look
This
at
is
that?
This is Mr. Joe Cameltoe next.
Just
Oh.
look at it.
Oh,
He says, so this week he's reorganized his bench a bit with some new storage bins he purchased off Amazon. A bit more space now, not quite hobby zone, but hopefully someday. Thanks for looking, everyone.
Very nice,
Okay.
James.
that looks awesome.
The thing is with bench organizers is if you're happy, that's all that really matters.
You've made me.
It's two-sided. You're not a real modeler. Come on, move on. Mess it up.
If you can slide it open and find your shit, then you're sorted.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Here we go.
Oh dear, this is Mr. Andrew Dubois next.
I love that.
I've been following this. This is a really good build.
He says,
Yeah,
here's
this
a
is
small
looking really
update.
cool.
He says, here's a small update on the 24 scale Hasegawa Ravel VW camper. The pickup VW has been built out of the box. It was then primed using high coat grey primer and painted in Zero's McLaren Mauvine blue and pearl white. Clear coated using high coat clear. The interior has been painted in white and Zero's Viola pastel colours. The photo etch parts come from Mr. Models and Highlight Model Studio. Thanks for looking.
Nice one, mate.
Very cool.
That's a very, very nice colour, purple. Purple.
Yeah, it's good.
Careful.
I like how he's tinted the windows purple.
I was just about to say that, and the seats are wicked also.
They're
Yeah.
really good.
Wow.
It looked really vinyl.
Yes, they do. Yes, very, very plasticky.
Yeah, the wood
Exactly how they
decking.
were.
Yeah, the wood decking is beautiful too on the back.
Very good.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Whilst you're kicking that up, Dan, James, yes, it is the 4 GT is a Tamiya kit, is easy to get. There's also a Revel kit version out of the Le Mans car as well, so worth having a look for that and all.
Are they the same car?
No, the Le Mans car goes, the Revel car goes together differently. I was looking at it.
No, we know
yesterday.
that, but is it a model of the same car, or is it a slightly different? Yeah.
It's a 4 GT, it's just the race version, so the basic body shell is near identical.
Yeah.
The rear wing and everything's very different though.
Yeah. Cool.
And
But I
next,
think, sorry, Dan, I was just going to say, I think the Revel version is probably easier to paint because that whole wing section is one piece. Sorry, the whole of that vent section on the back is one piece and it comes off separately. Sorry, Dan.
no problem, no bother. Mr. Anthony Rico is next. He says, hey guys, hope you're all well. There is progress on the colourful 48 scale Hobby Boss M4A3 Sherman tank. Showed the colourful mottling last week. Lost a bit of the mottle, unfortunately. Too much paint coverage. Without thinking of the weathering later. But here it is with the start of the weathering. Happy so far with his first attempt at the tank.
Nice one.
And
Oh, yeah.
that's a better picture right there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And then that one you can definitely see
Yeah.
what he's achieving there. Well, that's definitely started to look.
So that effect then that we was talking about then that is just mentioned last, the colourful.
Yeah.
That's helped to shape that to that stage, has it?
Yes. So the darker bits will look darker and the lighter bits will definitely look lighter.
Yeah.
But you can also do that effect afterwards. You could put down solid green paint.
Yeah.
And do the reverse of that and use different tones to do the same effect. It just depends which way you feel like doing it. The problem with doing it the first way is it's very easy to overspray and cover up all your hard work.
Yeah. Yes.
Literally one overspray and it'll hide all that tonal variation. So I always do it the other way because I find it easier to control.
Yeah.
So I was just interested because of the pictures the other week, because obviously, like we said earlier, I've never done these, you see. So yeah.
No, it's the same thing. Reverse.
Mega interesting. Yeah.
It does work well at weathering either way.
Nice one.
And again by Mr. Anthony Ricco this is his other whip. It's a 48 scale Italiere F16 Fighting Falcon. He's got the Italian Aeronautica Militaire 1000 hours scheme from a friend, and is finished with the decals and a wash.
Very cool.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
a wicked scheme, that really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
that looks pretty cool. What is he wearing? Mr. David Robinson next. He says, "Hey all, another week of what? Hey all, another week, another update. Still working on the 35th scale Rifles M1240A1 MATV. He's got a lot done. The cab is complete and fitted. The mine resistant hull is mostly complete and fitted, and the Crows 2 weapon station is mostly done. He's going for a good old-fashioned woodlands camouflage, and many thanks for your time."
Nice. That's good.
Mate.
Yeah, that's cool.
Looking good.
Looks awesome.
That is cool, isn't it?
I can't wait to build mine. I really can't.
Mr. Shane Wright is next. He says, "What's up? Busy doing all the PE detail on the 120. I'm guessing that's 112 scale, but he's put 122.
Yeah, typo.
Ducati Panigale, and he forgot the picture, but I'll click on the picture now.
I just finished mine.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's coming along.
Nice.
I need to get one of those kits. I've never built that.
Like bundle with that now.
Yeah.
It is a great kit.
Yeah, good kits. Yeah.
Mr. Dave Hardy is next. He's got most of the fuselage work done on the Airfix 72nd Vickers Valiant. And he got his 72nd Airfix Beagle Bassett primed for paint.
Oh, cool. In the corner there.
Cool.
Look at the different
cool.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That is nuts.
They're the same. They're the same scale. Like that's
Yeah.
mental.
Yeah.
Mental.
Mental at his back.
I nearly said something then about Velcro gloves then.
No.
Move swiftly on to Mr. Dave McRae.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Evening all, been working on this Airshima Toyota Hilux. His bodywork painted in mystical sky blue, metallic blue green, silver light blue, and a ton of masking tape. A couple of touch-ups to do before the clear coat. Going for the 90s style mini truck with the mad paint job. Cheers.
Very cool.
Nice one, Dave.
Yeah,
Very cool.
that is. I like how he's got his wheels sunk right up there.
Yeah. It does look really, like you can tell, can't you? Whenever they come on, you just look at the model, you know who's built it, don't you, Dave?
Yes,
There's
there's a fella called
Slam to the ground.
Mike Finnegan on YouTube. He bought a 90s mini truck and had it painted by some very famous painters. I never heard of them, but I'm not American, so but they painted his mini truck, and oh my god, that's worth a watch. That particular episode of his YouTube channel.
It's cool.
And he's got quite a soothing voice as well. It assists with going to sleep, let's say. This is Mr. Chris Stover next. He's working on this Tamiya 35th scale 223 armored car, and it's ready for priming and painting.
A bit small for you, isn't it, Chris?
No, he's probably having to go back to something small because, I'll not continue with that.
He's probably going to put that on some sort of 35th scale aircraft carrier or something.
I hope not, because it's Africa Corps.
This is Mr. Tony
Base, really.
Mr. Tony Tibbs is next. He started a new car this week. It's a 1/32 scale auto Audi R8 GT3, and it's going to be Ross's livery. Cheers.
That's interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, very good.
That's really cool. That is 32nd scale.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool, isn't it?
And next is Mr. Kurt Mulder, Fox's brother. Crap joke, I know, but people of a certain age will get that particular joke if they watch that particular program.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I watched that program for one other reason, and she's
Needs more
got
garlic.
she's got nice red hair.
I thought you said Nico Bellic. That's the guy from GTA 4.
Anywho,
moving on.
working on the Italieri 24 scale Freightliner FLC. His main focus has been on adding detail like the bonnet springs, wiring, and weathering the engine.
Very cool.
Nice one, Kurt.
Oh, it's really good.
Just looking
Very,
good.
very cool. That looks really nice.
Yeah, I like the idea of the hood springs. I like that.
Yes.
Clever, isn't it?
And the final one of the evening is our very own Mr. Luke Ward.
In the wrong section.
Yeah, took it wrong section.
No, it's not. I haven't finished it yet, Paul.
Oh!
Give him a chance.
Ooh.
There's still time.
He's been working on this since the last show and had an electrician here for 2 days, so no electricity, but managed to paint the wheels for the Tamiya 24 scale Subaru Impreza WRX STI. He's modeled and he's modeled and 3D printed some wheels and some new hubs so he could lower it and add some camber. The wheels are painted in Alclad copper, which was a last minute decision just before he ran out of chrome. Just before I out the chrome on, and I'm glad I did. It looks quite nice. What?
Just before I put the chrome on, that was meant to be.
Yeah.
I was going to paint them chrome, and then I thought, hang on, let's have a go at this.
Weirdly, I'm
English
glad
is
you
the
didn't
second
paint them
language.
chrome because they look better.
Yeah,
they do. I really like that colour. Never
Yeah,
thought
they look a lot better.
Yeah, I like that color. That's really
I
cool.
like those wheels there, Luke. I think they're really nice.
BBS LMs, yeah.
And that is it for this
I like those
evening.
wheels.
Nice one, folks.
Thanks, Dan. Nice job.
Nice one, Dan.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Thank you, Dan.
Well done, as usual. Some absolutely fantastic work.
Well done, Mr. Suez.
Yeah, very good
Well,
work.
you've just got to pick your vote for the least favourite, and and they get kicked from ISM. I'm joking.
Thanks for that.
There we go.
Oh dear.
Jason, he's considering stripping his LFA. Might be a bit of a merc with his clear code too. Why are you stripping it, James? What happened? It's a shame.
Crash Dio.
James and Dave. Every time Dave comes out with something wild, you can tell he's a tattoo artist.
yeah.
Freightliner engine, awesome, from Steve. And Mike Hasselgrove saying, evening everyone. Bit late, had the grandchildren round. What have I missed? Joe won this week and won a number of 1,000. No giveaway this week. I've got stuff to sort out on that because, yeah, I've got things to sort out on that one. But yes, no, we don't lose one yet. We haven't got that far. Yes. Right then, Si?
Let's
Go for it.
roll.
Colin's in the chat first there. Hi, folks. Hey, Colin.
Hey,
Colin.
Hope you're all right, mate.
Hopefully, that is sharing.
It is.
It is.
Let's crack on. So, it's a few kits that caught my eye. I have to thank my contributors. God, I nearly did an Alan then. Mr. Croat and Mr. Duar for providing some links to some new stuff. All included within. Right. It's a bit car heavy because a lot of new car stuff has come out in the last week or so as well. So I have managed to find some armour and aircraft as well to go with it. So let's have a look at what's coming out and what caught my eye.
Rusty Hook.
First up is a trumpeter, a 135th MIM 104 Patriot on a 15-ton 8x8 truck. It's a new tool, apparently, and it's in stock with some sellers already. Kit number's there for anyone that wants to go and have a look for it. And the price tag is quite hefty at circa 145 quid.
That'd be a big box full of plastic out there, but that is it is quite expensive still. It's still be big.
Yeah.
The old Patriot systems were two parts. They had the
That's right. Yeah.
The truck, and then they had a trailer with the Patriot on it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's going to be a complicated build.
That's a big one.
No
It's a
joke.
big one.
Looks cool though. Looks very cool. Next up, border models. 135th Kodiak Leopard 2 AEV3. New release. It's available to pre-order already. Again, kit numbers included. Pre-order Jadlam is 75 quid. It's a 2-in-1 kit apparently. I'm assuming that means that it's either built as a Swiss or a German build, I'm guessing. But again, looks like a nice bit of plastic.
Or maybe you get the tank behind it as well.
Leopard. No, it would be two and one would be two kits. Now, Roland, that to me looks like a Jag Panther with a crane on the front and some carriage, some storage boxes on the back of it.
Jag Panther, yes, it does, because it doesn't have a turret, of course.
No, the old Jag Panther.
Yeah, but I think it's on a Leopard.
It'd be a Leopard
base.
chassis, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Look good.
Like that.
I like it.
Next up, we have a couple of bell kits coming along. First off is their 124th Hyundai i20 Coupe WRC. These are first shot the kit from the Nuremberg Toy Fair, and there's the kit number. No idea on timescales or price yet, so watch your space, and as I learn something, I'll post it in here. But it looks a nice kit as well.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Doesn't do anything for me, unfortunately.
Oh, I quite like the look of that one.
It'd be a cool build. It just doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, and this
Like
one,
the Peugeot, I think,
well,
like visually.
these two bell kits that are under development. There are two versions of the Opel Ascona 400.
Oh, I
two
love
different
that.
schemes, I should say. Again, these are shown at the Toy Fair. Those are the two kit numbers, and again, no idea on timescales or price yet. So again, if I find anything else out, I'll publish again.
I know it will be expensive, but I might want to buy that.
Snap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a cool subject, isn't it?
Yeah, nice looking.
Opel Ascona. I haven't seen that for a while.
Next up, Italeri are releasing a 112th version of the Lancia Stratos HF4 Group 4. It's a new release due this year. More info to follow. That's the kit number, and I couldn't find any price information at this point yet either.
I'm wondering, Paul.
I know. I was just thinking that. I know what I'm selling. I wonder if that is the who's this? Italeri.
Italeri.
Yes.
Bet it's that old Dershoe kit that I've got upstairs.
It says it's 100%.
Could be new molds. Could be new molds. Doesn't mean tooling.
Yeah, could well be. I couldn't find any history on it, so
they could be using the old tool to create new molds, couldn't they? I think new molds and tooling's different, isn't it?
Either way, it's a cool car. Anyway, either way. So.
Yeah.
Either way, that one I've got upstairs is going. So that's going straight on eBay.
I want one of those.
Snap.
very nice. So. Next up, Tamiya are releasing a new version of an older kit with new parts. It's due in May this year. It's on pre-order from Jadlam at 45 quid. It's the 120th version of the Martini Porsche 935 Turbo, which is a lovely looking car. A very cool scheme.
They did a few of the cars, and I think they did some of the Porsche 928 and stuff in 120th and stuff. And
yeah,
they were motorised, weren't they? That's right.
Yeah.
They are quite simplified kits, those.
Yeah.
That and the one you just done down, the 131. Is it Fiat 131?
Yeah.
Scattergood just did. They were all motorized. I think they are a bit sparse on detail on the inside.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not very. They are detailed, but not that much.
Not for a 1/20th.
That's why they did them in that weird scale for some reason.
Yeah.
Across the metal.
Lovely subject, that one.
Don't think it's worth 45 quid, if I'm honest.
If it's not got much extra new stuff in it,
There's
then
not a lot of
maybe
sprues with that kit.
no. We'll see when it comes out.
Yeah, I had one ages ago.
It has cartograph decals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next up, another 1/12 offering from Italeri, the Lancia Delta HF Integrale from Sanremo in 1989. It's a new version of something they've already done with new parts. There's the kit number. Ignore the 4712, and it's due sometime this year. And again, no price as yet.
That's basically just in the other colour scheme, isn't it? But
yeah,
it's something wrong with the front wheels on that
kit,
car.
yeah.
They just don't look right. They just seem to stick out way too far. All the builds I've seen of it.
Yeah, hang on. Oh,
It's making a turn to the right. That's why it looks big.
No.
We've seen them built, and it looks like the front wheels stick out way too far.
I know it's got the thingy fans on the outside of the rims as well, which do stick out, but the actual wheels are really proud of the wings, which isn't like the original car.
No.
The only problem I got with that kit is not the Evo. And it is. It's the only. I don't like it. It's not wide arch like the Evo. It just doesn't have the same look and stance as the Evo.
No, that's true.
It's a personal preference of mine.
Yeah. Anyway, watch your space. As more info comes out, I'll let you know.
They weren't cheap either, those, were they? If I remember, they're quite expensive.
They were a couple £100 when they came out, and then they dropped it, didn't they?
Yeah, that'd be quite pricey if it's 200.
Oh, that looks cool.
I was going to
next up,
say,
we
this looks
have
sharp.
Edwards 1/48 mil MI24 Hind E.
Nice.
New parts, new scheme, I think, as well. Kit numbers there. It's due out now, and again, it's on pre-order. E-models have got it in at 60 quid.
Yeah, I've done the day.
So I like that. I like the scheme on that. Very cool.
That's neat.
Edward have also got a 1/48 Fokker D7 OAW. It's a Profi pack. Looks like new parts and decals to me. There's a kit number. It's due out this year. No firm date yet, but a couple of places got it on pre-order, and it looks to be around 21 quid.
Cool.
That's a
Profi
cool
pack
scheme, I like
means
that.
it's loaded, or what does it mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got everything in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad price. That.
That's a good price, yeah.
Yeah, but lovely looking aircraft.
It is.
Next up, Miniar have a 1/35th. It's a Lowland. Go for it.
It's a 142 to Sturmpanzer Ausführung G. Late production.
Late production.
Still
Again,
hoping to-
new parts due this year, and the price still to be confirmed. But I love the scheme on this as well.
Bloody big cannon on the front of that as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, very nice. That I like that. If I was going to do something tanky or armor again, I'll probably look to do something like that. I quite like it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Alpha Model have also released a 1/24th, another Porsche 911 992 GT3 this time. It's their latest offering. It's a full detail kit. It is available now, and if you go from Alpha Model direct, it's circa 130 quid, which is quite nice. I do like that. That might have to go on the wish list. I'm getting more into my Porsches.
All right.
This also came out. This is from Tamiya. It's due to come out later this year. It's the 1/24th Gordon Murray Automotive T50. That's the kit number. The price and data to be confirmed. It's apparently expected to be June 23 though, and it looks like it's around 54 quid, which is where Jadlam have got it pitched at the moment on pre-order. But nothing confirmed there yet, and that's
great.
built-up version of it just below there. So that looks pretty cool. That will certainly be on the wish list.
It's the rear end on it that looks terrible, Paul.
Is it?
No, it doesn't.
It's got a fan on the back of the car.
Yeah, it's got
It looks a bit strange from the rear, but it's a unique car of Gordon Murray design.
There's no doubt in the McLaren F1 heritage.
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Centre steer, everything, isn't it?
yeah, I was just about to say, yeah.
That's cool. I like it.
I don't
I
know.
like it too.
There's been a good series on YouTube where they've been covering the development of the car, Gordon Murray themselves. It's really been really interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, no. Very cool. Certainly be on my list. Next up, a bunch of Tamiya 148th limited edition re-releases. They're all due out this month. The kit numbers are there. The two Lancasters are priced at around 90 quid. And the Mitsubishi 76 quid from Jadlam. It's the Avro Lancaster, the Dam Buster Grand Slam Bomber, and the Mitsubishi G4 M1 Model 11. All look really nice, and I do quite like that Mitsubishi, if I'm honest.
The Mitsubishi is a beautiful model to build, apparently. I had that thing at one point.
Right.
It's got a little bit of a morbid story with that aircraft, which I'm sure Andy knows, and he's just about to say. So, can you see all the crew at the top right of that waving goodbye?
Yeah.
Can you see it? See them all? There's about 15 figures that come with that kit. They're all waving goodbye to the plane, because that's General Yamamoto on that, who was responsible for the attack on Pearl Harbor, if I remember right, Andy?
Yep. No. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
He was the head of the Japanese Navy as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was his personal aircraft, transport aircraft. So the US wanted revenge, so they sent out, literally at the end of their range to get to them, several P-38s to go and get him in revenge. And I think only one or two of the aircraft made it. The others had to turn around, so they ran out of fuel. They shot him down out the sky, killed him, and apparently it crashed into the jungle. It's still there to this day, the wreckage. And the admiral was found still fastened to his seat with his samurai sword attached to him.
Oh, yeah.
It was a full revenge attack on him on that aircraft. And Tamiya goes and models it with the crew saying, "Bye, see you later." It always cracked me up, that. It always cracked me up. Like, see you when you land.
It's not an easy kit to find. A Betty like that is not an easy kit to find. It's in 1/48 scale, and it would make a great addition to the new Tamiya P38 that they have, that actually has the plane that shot down Yamamoto.
Yep. And if you go and read up on the mission, I think the operation was called Operation Vengeance.
Yeah, I think so.
If I remember correctly. And it's very cool. Pure retaliation. They sent out 6 of their aircraft to go and shoot him down. They had all info on him, where he was. They tracked him and shot him out the sky.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's very cool. I just thought it was quite
cool.
I thought it was more, but the Tammy's got the crew waving. See ya.
Yeah, that's really.
I always found that really odd.
That's a must-have.
But yeah, apparently he was found still strapped to his seat, dead, riddled with gunshots. Apparently.
There you go.
Yeah.
3 re-releases.
I just thought I'd share that. It's an interesting
Lovely little story.
Interesting, actually.
Yeah. It's meant to be a brilliant kit to build. I had it at one point. It looked beautiful.
You can find on YouTube somewhere the trip into the jungle to try to find
the wreckage.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yeah. Apparently, still in the seat.
Very surprised me.
Not really. Sorry to interrupt. I just thought it was quite an interesting story.
No, it is. No,
I always found it was
a lovely story.
That's
Interesting story.
I mean,
Lovely story.
They're 3 good-looking kits. So
lovely story.
Next up, we have Amusing Hobby, who are re-releasing the 135th M84A Yugoslavia main battle tank. It's re-released with new parts. Price and date still to be confirmed.
That's interesting. You don't find many Yugoslavia kits at all.
Yeah. Nice box like that. And no, it is a bit unusual, Roland. So yeah, that's why it caught my eye. Another manufacturer, first time I've ever come across these guys, Thunder Models, 135th Morris Beaufort's C9B, a late version. It's the iconic British World War II gun truck. It's a new kit, apparently. It's available for pre-order on the Scale Model Shop for 54 quid, which is quite pricey, but it does look pretty cool. I don't know if it comes with the figures. If someone knows, bung it in the chat. But again, very nice subject.
You know, for a 1/35th scale, really interesting kit, I'd jump on that for 50.
They are. I've owned a few of them, and they are very. What kits I had or seen were very detailed, complex kits to build.
Right.
Like mega complex kits to build. They only do a few subjects. They don't have a massive range. Well, they didn't back then. I don't know if they do now.
Chinese?
No, I don't think so.
Chinese.
Might be though. Yeah, it might be those Chinese right on the front right.
Or Japanese, don't know.
Yeah, but they are very complicated kits to build.
So many.
I had a gun truck by them. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was American or a pickup that they did, Second World War pickup.
Yeah.
Wrecker, wherever it was, they killed her. It was a Second World War wrecker that they made. I had it years ago, and it was so complex to build. It was crazy.
Yeah. Look, it looks. I mean, it's a great subject.
It's a great
Decent box
subject.
art. So yeah, 54 quid. You'd hope it's got a bit of detail in it.
Mm.
Look forward to getting one, Andy. You can confirm for us.
All righty.
Next up, a model Factory Hero. I've got a couple of re-releases out. Both Alfa Romeos, the 8C 2900B Mille Miglia from 1938 and the 155 V6 Ti, and they're both due out this month.
8C, please.
Yeah,
Yes,
I like
me
that.
all too.
Have you got the other one on the side as well?
The one that, yeah. Oh,
Have you?
I seen that.
Oh dear.
Me, I've only got one on here.
Oh,
You've not seen the new Merc?
the new Merc.
Yeah.
It wasn't when I did this, so that's only come out in the last 24 hours. Because when I did this, that wasn't there. It just said it's coming out.
Yeah, it's only released today, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Holy cow.
Oh,
next up, we have Border Models. This time it's a 135th a Jag Panther 4 L70A. Apparently it's a new tool. There's a kit number again and no confirmed price or date yet. But again, cool looking subject. Looks as if it's got some decent detail on it as well.
And it looks like it, by what's on the box there, that it has T-Rex's 3D printed tracks, which are great tracks. That's kind of a big story here with this, because Tamiya just released that same model tank at the Nuremberg Toy Fair. That was one of their big announcements. So it's to have two of these come out at the same time, that's a pretty cool kit.
That'll be no coincidence.
Yeah,
no, of course not.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if the box art saying it's go by looks very detailed with some decent PE in a metal barrel, so
yeah, that's
nice.
A big coup that they just came across there.
Another very cool tank hunter as well.
Yeah.
Next up, we have from Meng a 148th F4E Phantom 2 with new parts. It's due out this year. It's already on pre-order from Hobby Link Japan at 55 squids.
Yes.
That was based on the exchange rate when I did this, by the way. But again, cool subject. I love the sharp nose on that.
I've been following some of the builds of the Meng Phantom, and it's going together really, really well.
Right. Yeah, it looks a decent kit, so very nice indeed.
Cool.
Here's one for Roland. Thought he'd love this, mate.
Hey, love it.
Again, another manufacturer I've not heard of before, AVD Models. It's a 143rd Atoll 1. It's a new kit from them. Again, no price or date yet. So watch this space. If I find out more, I shall put it in the slides for next time. Lovely little bus, so cool looking subject that. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Tamiya have also released a 135th Panzer IV 70A. I think it's a new kit. looking from Scale Mates. Looks to be around 50 quid, and it's due out in April 23. So it's another Panzer 4 this week.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
And that, folks, is all for this week. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great.
Thanks, man.
Nice work, Si.
Daryl's in the not Daryl. Dominique's in the chat telling me they're not complex. I made the Scammell Pioneer years ago, and Thunder models are really buildable. Have you only built the one though, Dominic, or seen the one? Because that one I had was very, very complex. I'm trying to find out which kit it was I had. It was a U.S. Army Wrecker.
Wrecker?
Really, I've already cracked that joke. You've missed it. Can't remember which one it was. What were the U.S. Army used as a wrecker back in the?
It was probably sort of a power wagon with a wrecker pickup. Yeah.
Can't remember now.
Back, I thought that was a bass guitar.
In the Second World War, it could have been 2 or 3 different.
Diamond, was it Diamond Wrecker? That rings a bell.
Diamond T.
Was it Diamond
Rio?
Diamond T, yeah.
Do you remember when we were looking at them?
Yes.
You were there. You were at Telford with me.
Yeah.
Because we bought one, didn't we? As something to give away, or no? We bought it for someone's birthday when we were there. That's what we did. And I bought one at the same time.
Wasn't Diamond T the First World War age?
Probably carried on to the second.
I don't think so.
I'm now salivating at that Mercedes on MFH. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Very nice.
That shall be ordered.
Don't blame you, mate.
Yeah, that's the one.
Where did you get to with the chat, Paul? Festa, was it?
That's why. Because it wasn't Thunder models, it was Mirror models. That's why. Yeah. Yeah, it was Mirror models. So take back what I said about Thunder models. I know nothing about them at all. You don't have to send any pictures, Dominic. I'm not that bothered, buddy, in the nicest way. Yeah, it was Mirror models. I knew there was something. Yeah, fancy putting models in your name. Yeah, the Mirror models, that was crazy complex, that kit. That was it, Andy, that one. Is there any chat to catch up on or not?
Yeah, so yeah, got to Q-Jam was saying he went on a bit strong with the clear, pulled some of the flake up in the paint in 2 areas with behind the front arches. Can't tell it unless it's at a certain angle. So that's why he's going to
That's not good. Well, if you can fix it, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Andy, that was it.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, Mirror models. I got
Diamond T.
Yeah, good memory there, Dan. Well done.
Nice. Got Gary Knights there saying, evening, gents. Watching whilst finishing up the Revel 57 Chevy.
Good man.
Saying evening all. Sorry I'm a bit late. A few hellos to each other. Dean saying, supposedly the Hyundai is due in March. They posted on Facebook the kits are on a ship to them now. That must be that's the Bell Kits one, isn't it then? Chris Goldsberg's there saying, evening all. Hope everyone is good.
Yeah, evening, Chris.
Dowell's going on. I only have to look at the fans. That's not Photoshop. It's how they hung around the track. I'm not sure what he's on about there. Must be one of the kits Simon was showing. The behind is in stock now. Pirates at Scale Model Shops got it. 50, almost 60 quid. Yeah, it's expensive.
If you want to see that new Mercedes, I've got it ready to share. If you want me to share, Paul.
No.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
What's that? The new Merc.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a nice car.
Beautiful.
Let me just grab a box of tissues. It won't be.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Couple more doors to cut in half there, Jamie, and sold them back together.
Oh.
Not for
Have you
that.
got any actual pictures of the car built though, Paul? Because they're all CAD images, aren't they?
These are CAD images. There's nothing in the actual kit yet.
It's only just been announced today, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's going to come out today.
Oh.
It's a bit good.
Very cool.
It's enough perversion. Carry on.
Robert's asking again, what do I polish the clear coat or put on what kind of polish? Well, you don't put on polish. Do you mean wax, Robert? Because polish and wax are different. So ideally, yeah, you want to polish your clear coat. It depends how far you want to go into this. If you want to flat it back with sandpaper first and then polish it, but you can use car-based polish if you want, or things like UMP polish, Tamiya, anything like that. But you don't just put on a polish. You have to work at it because it's abrasive. So I don't know if you mean a wax off that, because wax and polish are different. One's abrasive, one's a protectant, sealant. So that's what I was trying to gather what you meant by which polish. But you can use a car-based polish, yeah. Yeah, no problem. But you'll get a better finish by taking it back as well with sandpaper.
There's
Paul,
a
what was the
video
difference
on
between
YouTube
wax and
on
polish?
ISM.
Say that again, Rich.
What was the difference between wax and polish?
Polish is abrasive. So polish takes a fine layer of the paint off.
Okay.
And gives it a shine then, because you flatten back any imperfections in the clear coat. A wax coat is just a protective film that goes over.
Yeah.
So you put a wax on to make it shiny and keep the shine, because it puts a water repellent finish over the paintwork.
Yeah, wax.
You would use both.
Ideally you need to use both. Ideally you compound first, then polish, because compounds are more abrasive polish. And then you protect that finish with a wax, or nowadays a ceramic coating or something. It's essentially just putting a protective coating on to prolong the finish, because it makes any dirt in future washes easier to remove, basically, and enhances the shine. So wax has no abrasive quality to it whatsoever. If you put wax on a shitty finish, it'll still be a shitty finish, just a little bit shinier. Because there's a difference between wax and polish. Yeah. Plus, wax you don't have to work in. You literally just have to put it on, let it dry, and buff off.
Oh, okay.
There's a polish you have to work at it and polish and polish and polish and polish.
Wax on.
Yeah.
Wax off. You have to look after little bonsai trees at the same time.
Yeah.
Winter's about killed mine, I think. It's not looking too healthy.
Let's move on. Let's move on quick. Move on. Are we all up to date?
I don't know where you got that from, so I'm lost now.
It was near the end. He's asked us about 3 times now. That's all. That's why I keep on.
There's a couple of comments there about the story about your.
Yeah, I've seen one of them before.
Yamamoto being shut down.
Okay, let's get past those. Dominic saying, yeah, they're not complex. Yeah, we've worked that one out now, I think. The Phantom looks good. A few people thanking Simon. Then obviously Robert asking about would you do I polish a clear coat or put on what kind of polish? Yeah, we've answered that one now. Shane's made it back. Can I do what we bought again? You can always just rewind it and watch it over, Shane.
Can Alan do what we bought again?
You don't want to listen to me more, I tell you. Jeff saying the Panzer 4 and 70 is a new tool kit, apparently, Si.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff.
And Diggs James saying a local heavy truck garage has a few Diamond T trucks they're restoring. Cool. And remember to breathe, Jamie. That must have been over that 300 SL, was it?
No.
I always say so.
Well, that is.
Yeah, let's see your other hand, Jamie. Let's see your other hand.
That's weird.
And then Master Toy Maker, I can't think of his name.
Steve.
He's saying we can fill between the orange peels as well and carefully rub the down car to smooth the surface.
I don't know if wax can do that. I don't think wax can do it, but some polishes have a filler agent in them, which will do that temporarily. You've read Kev's comment. Yeah, I don't know if wax will do that, Steve. I don't think it's got any filling capabilities, wax. But some of the polishes have a filler in, like Autoglim's Super Resin Polish is famous for that.
Yeah.
So that will enhance a shine by filling in micro scratches and grooves, but it's only temporary. I don't know if a wax it'll do that though. I might be wrong.
See ya, Kev.
You wrong, Paul.
Some waxes
Yes,
do
that's
actually.
been known.
Yeah, some waxes actually do fill in tiny.
Yeah.
What about Brazilian wax, are you, Andy, or what?
Kev put wax can also remove unsightly straight pubic hairs. Well,
That's good to know. I don't know what you do with your models, but that's good to know.
Yeah.
yeah, Kev. Kev's going as well.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, we're all caught up with that anyway.
Cool. Right then, Roland.
All righty. Let's rock and roll.
Sorry? Oh, rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll it. Yeah.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a look at what you have finished. And we start as we usually do. Let's do another refresh here to make sure we have everything. Yeah, we do. We start as we usually do with the forum, and Warden B has put something nice in here. Finished the second of my Airfix 172 gift sets this week. A Focke-Wulf 198. Another great little kit for very little money. Took a while to clean up the nose panels, so they fitted nicely, but no filler needed anywhere. That's great. Completed out of the box other than drilling out guns and adding seat belts and an aerial wire. Painted in Mr. Color Lacquers and weathered with some oils. Thanks for looking. That's a splendid job.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
nice.
same as on your building, Paul.
That's beautiful.
No, that's just That's just a Focke-Wulf.
Yeah, that's the A.
That's still cool looking though.
And
very
testimony to what I always say: when a model doesn't look its true scale.
Yes, exactly.
That could easily be 48th.
And I would also throw in that's an Airfix kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Very good work.
Nice job.
Very well done.
Like it.
Cracking job on that.
Awesome work.
Yeah. Awesome. Then we go over to Facebook. And we start with Chris Stober. He finished this Das Werk 116 Stück 3G, painted with Tamiya paints and weathered with Vallejo washes and MIG pigments. Rear stowage is from Value Gear.
Nice.
That's very cool.
Very cool.
I like that rear stowage.
nice
That
work,
looks
Chris.
really good.
That's that tarpaulin is brilliant.
Very cool.
That's an awesome job. That just looks realistic. Very nice. Great job, Chris.
The right level of weathering.
Yeah. We have Gary Knight in, finished this week, the JR Salvinos 125 1977 Chevy Monte Carlo stock car. Nice kit, and I love the color scheme. Built box stock and painted with Mr. Color Lacquers and clear coat.
Very
That looks
Very
amazing.
Cool.
That's awesome. Nice
Yeah,
work,
the
Gary.
bigger one, you can see it in bigger.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. There were mean cars there in the late 70s.
Can you click on the one with the engine compartment? Is that a separate?
No, that's a collage.
Collage? Okay. All right. Very cool.
It would be nice to see the detail, Andy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Looks if it's got some in there though.
The Salvinos kits are supposed to be very, very good for NASCAR cars.
Let's do that. Here we go. That's as good as I can do it.
Yeah, it looks decent, doesn't it?
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. Nice work as well. Very nice.
Right. Next one up is Mr. Dave McRae. Says, evening all, finished up this 124 Ashima Toyota Crown Majesta K brake. Bodywork painted in Mr. Surfacer, base coat of Mr. Color Silver, Mr. Color Wine Red, and cleared with GX 100. Various Tamiya and Mr. Color paints used throughout the rest of the build. Cheers. Very nice. Nice paint job too. Wow.
Always
I love
cool.
the stance.
Yeah.
Nice shine on it.
Always does something cool, Dave, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, he does. Always something different. Nice. Oh, yeah, I like that one. Robert Justin is in. He says, good evening, gentlemen. I present my Zvezda 135 Kamaz rally truck, painted mostly with the Tamiya acrylics and cleared with a matte clear by scale finishes. Dirt spattering using Tamiya pigments. Quite a challenging and unique kit to build. Thank you for looking and have a good show.
Nice.
Thanks,
Cool.
Robert. That looks really good.
I have a
really
quick,
like that kit.
I have a quick question. What type of vehicle? I mean, what is the commercial use for that vehicle? I mean, is it-
Commercial use?
Yeah, I mean,
that actual vehicle. Do you mean what it's used for? Andrew?
yeah. What is it? What is it actually?
It's a support truck for the Paris Dakar Rally.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, is it a purpose-built support truck?
Yes. Yeah. They travel behind the cars. So
Are you sure, Paul? Because
No,
that's the actual race truck.
Yeah.
But it's originally built as a personnel truck, I believe, or support
the
truck.
Tatras and stuff, didn't they, at one point?
Okay, I thought that was a Paris Dakar support truck. Am I wrong?
It's called a Kaz or something.
There's 23 people shouting at once. I can't hear anything.
It's a normal four-wheel drive road truck that's heavily modified, shortened quite a lot.
Yeah.
But they are sort of commercial trucks.
So that didn't take part in the Paris Dakar.
No, it would have taken part in the Paris Dakar, but the actual basis of that truck is a commercial truck.
Oh yeah, but that wasn't as it is there.
Yeah,
no.
Yes. That particular truck.
It actually raced.
There's lots of videos of that truck actually racing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
But the idea of that truck was not solely as a race truck. It's the support vehicle for the cars and the bikes.
Correct.
It's not there as an independent truck to race. It's a part of the team. It's a support truck to help the car.
It raced.
They do partake. They do race.
Yeah, they partake in it. Yeah. But its primary role is the support truck.
Yeah, support truck. Yeah.
There's a category of truck racing as well.
Okay, so there's nothing in the back of there.
No,
there will be stuff in the back.
It's for spare parts. Yes, you're right, Paul. It's for
okay.
spare parts.
It's like I'm being disagreed about it being the support truck.
No, you're being agreed with, but in a different way.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'll leave it. Off you
go. You guys
anyway,
just let me know when you're finished.
It's a shame they don't do those in 124th, to be honest.
Oh, it's 135th.
135th, yeah.
Okay.
Somebody does do one in 124th, I think.
And if you did follow the build with this is the amazing amount of detail underneath all that skirting.
Yeah.
So much lost in the detail in that.
Right. Next we have Rolfur Arneson. He has the Rebel 124 Mercedes AMG GT built box stock, stripped all chrome and repainted it. Only used Vallejo paints apart from some Posca paint pens and Sharpies for details. I know I could have gotten a better fit of the front bumper, but mistake was made during final assembly. Anyhow, I'm quite satisfied.
Looks good, mate.
You should be, yeah. It looks cool.
Does look good.
Not too bad at all. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Right, then we have Joe Cavalieri. Hi all, finished up with the AMT a Tyrone Malone drag canvas in 125th, primed with Mr. Surface 1500 and then painted with Tamiya TS64 dark mica blue. Clear coat is super clear. Chassis is painted with a mixture of touch-up paint I had on the hand. All other paint is LPs, chrome stripped and redone with Alcat chrome and polished aluminium. Thanks for looking. Very
last Joe.
Last one, Joe.
Cool.
Some of you might remember the truck which Joe showed last week, so this is what it looks together.
Oh,
very cool.
Wow.
That's amazing. That's very cool.
Thanks, guys.
Very nice.
Superb.
Love that.
Love the metalwork on the exhaust.
Michael Nobler is in with his Airfix 172 Lancaster B3 Special, the Dambusters, primed with Steinrest Grey and painted with Tamiya acrylics. Camouflage was airbrushed freehand and all paints were applied using a Betcher Renegade Chrome, less the primer where I used a H&S Evolution. Mr. Masking Sol R was used to mask the fuselage windows. Worked way better than expected. Canopies were hand painted and cleaned up with cocktail stick. Not perfect, but I'd run out of patience. Decals were applied straight to the matte paint using UMP solutions, but still haven't figured out how to stop silvering on matte paint. And I didn't want to gloss first, as I've not found a decent matte coat to finish off yet. Thanks for looking. Here we go. That looks very good.
Nice.
Very good.
That's big as well, isn't it?
That's kind of a question. How do we put decals on matte without silvering?
More solution.
As long as you get the air out, yeah.
Make sure that even though it's a matte surface, make sure that surface is smooth. You can still have a matte surface that's smooth versus rough, so to speak.
Alternatively, spray it gloss, put your decals down, then spray it matte.
Yeah,
Well,
he's saying that, but he hasn't found
He said he didn't want to do that.
Paul, is what he's saying.
Okay.
So it's interesting because there's always different views on how to get decals down, and there's a certain YouTuber.
Mhm.
It's not Paul, actually, it's somebody else who got some various decals down on sandpaper with no silvering using UMP solutions, ironically. And you can put them pretty much down on anything. And the trick is just to get them bedded down and get all the air out from underneath.
Yeah, that's why I said use more solution and a hairdryer or a heat gun.
Yeah. All right. Now here we have a couple of tips, Michael, for the next one. Next one is Paul J. Lewis with the 1/8 Comet Miniatures MK3 Dalek from the 1966 movie Doctor Who and the Daleks Invasion Earth AD 2150. This model was produced in the early 1990s, and despite being an older kit with issues, it was still fun, nostalgic build. I replaced some of the more fragile parts with brass tube and brass wire due to in-box breakages. Detailing around the middle of the model was scratch built to be more in keeping with the original studio models. Once again, to save Roland's fragile sanity, thank you, Paul. Details of all the products used on this project can be found on the Paul J. Lewis Facebook page or the ISM Facebook page. Cheers, PJ.
Oh, PJ.
Very
cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know
They
they
got
had
sound effects with it as well.
Yeah, that's important.
No.
I love that. I love that. I love the lighting as well. Very cool.
Yeah.
Paul.
You can't take the sound effects away from Paul. That's, when he has it on the bench, he's got to make his own sound effects.
Yeah, poor guy.
That's very cool. I like
That's cool. That's really cool, Paul.
Yeah, it's very cool. Then, don't want that. We want that.
Oh, you broke the internet.
Next one is Paul Scott with the Italieri 1/9 Zundau, and an old kit, but very enjoyable with a lot of scratch and additions. For example, respoked wheels, a scratch built can holder, and the NG34 virtually rebuilt, plus lots of tweaks, painted with Tamiya and Vallejo, and weathered with oils. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
very cool.
1/9. Oh wow!
Needs a bigger bigger photo booth though.
Yeah.
Is that 1/9? Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 1/9. Yeah. I mean that machine gun. Just look at the detail on that machine gun.
The weathering and the chipping on this is beautiful.
Yeah.
No, he's done a great job. Oh, love the jerry can as well here.
Just
That's a
but
cool
just look
one.
at the step bar for the side carriage. It's
Yeah.
well weathered, warm.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Everybody steps on. Yeah, no, he very good detail on that. Love that. Nice one, Paul. Next one is Knucklehead Labs, new member of the Armor Hall of Fame, Tamiya 135 Standard Kraftfahrzeug 232 in the Kursk paint scheme, XF60 and XF27. A rare car build for me. Had a good time not messing about with track links. Going to take a few days and codes or flat to knock down the rest of the shine. Thanks for looking.
Very nice.
Very nice.
That's cool.
Very nice.
Crazy things.
Yeah. Cracking job.
Commander tank. That's really cool.
Gonna be tough again.
Right. Next one is scale model Chris. He says, evening Roland, Fujimi 120 Ferrari 126 CK finished. Now your eyes are not seeing things. Yes, it's a Ferrari, not in its red livery. I decided to give this classic Formula One a different look with a custom Golf livery. Used fire scale Golf paint set and 2K Tamiya and Vallejo for details. Bit of weathering powder and panel line wash. Didn't go too mad with the sponsorship decals. I know it's not going to be everyone's taste, but if you don't know your history on Formula One, I think this could pass. Thanks for looking. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Normally I'd cringe at something like that, but it is absolutely executed that well.
Yeah.
Very cool. Nice idea, mate.
It's your car, you do it as it wills, and I think it
Only
looks
because I'm a
great.
bit of an F1 for purist, but
Yeah, no, obviously, yeah, those will cringe.
cracking job, mate.
But that's fine. Right.
I like that.
Next, we have Dave Molina. Hi, everyone. Started this kit 124 Porsche 911 GT2 road version by Tamiya back in November 2022. Then stopped due to new hobby house construction, but at last finished it yesterday. Thanks for looking. And that looks splendid, Dave.
Does look very clean, doesn't it?
Lovely colour.
Yeah, very sharp blue.
That's very cool. I like that a lot.
Is that the one that has the yellow box art?
That's a GT3, you know.
Okay.
I think it's the GT2, the 911 GT2, is it, the Roland? Yeah.
That's a GT2.
Yeah, so it's the is it the Tizen? It's a Tizen Porsche. It's a low car, isn't it?
Okay. Very nice.
Just looking build.
Very nice. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we have seen Christopher already. All right. Oh no, I think that's a different one. It is. Also finished this Tamiya 135 A34 Comet, painted with Tamiya paints and weathered with Vallejo washes and MIG pigments. Yeah, it's the same scenery, so I kind of really went past it. Oh, very nice, Chris. Lovely. You are knocking them out, huh? 2 in a week. Wow. Very cool. Right, and that's it. That's all I have.
Excellent.
We can go back and do the spill before we start with the voting.
Just as a shuffle a load of Maltesers in my mouth.
I thought you were being quiet.
Check with tablets. Right. You now get to vote on your favourite build of the week. So try and remember the builder's name and the subject. When you see Alan post, start your voting now. Post in the chat, get 1 vote each, and the winner gets pride of place on the Live at the Bench page for a week. When you're ready, boys.
Go for it, Roland.
All right. We start with Warden B with his fantastic FX 172 Focke-Wulf 190A8. Followed by Chris Stober, his first tank, with his Das Werk 116 Stuck 3G. Then we have Gary Knight with his JR Salvinos 125 1977 Chevy Monte Carlo stock car. Next one is Dave McGray with his 124 Aoshima Toyota Crown Majesta K brake. Robert Judson is in with his Zvezda 135 Kamaz rally truck. Rolfur Arneson is in with Rebelt 124 AMG GT built. Next one is Joe Camilleri with his AMT Tyrone Malone drag Kenworth in 125th. Next one is Michael Noble with the Airfix 172 Lancaster B3 Special, the Dam Busters. After that, Paul J. Lewis with the 1/8 Comet Miniatures MK3 Dalek from the 1966 Doctor Who and the Daleks. Then next is, let's go here. Yeah, that's the one. It's Paul Scott with his 1/9 Zundab from Italieri. After Paul, we have Knucklehead Labs, who is in with his Tamiya 135 Standard Kraftfahrzeug 232. And after that, we have Scale Model Chris with his Fantasy Ferrari in the Gulf scheme. Cool. After that, Dave Molina with his 124 Porsche 911 GT2 road version. The fine folks over at Tamiya. After that, Chris Stober with the 135th A34 Comet, also a Tamiya kit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was that. Thank you very much.
Well done, Roland.
Well done, Roland.
This one, Roland.
Thank you, Roland.
Oh, this is going to be
That's not easy again.
There are so many stunning builds. It
Always
just
hard to pick.
blows my mind every week.
Yeah, it's always hard to pick.
Shame there weren't any nice tricks in it.
That's fantastic. It's fantastic builds in there.
We've still got 93 watching and 95 thumbs ups.
There we go. That's good. That's good. That's good. Love it.
Right, then we'll let that carry on while I was doing here. So, first up today in my window is Joe.
Glad you are first.
I really like Warden's plane. I like Dave's Hiroshima car. But this week, I think I got to go for Paul Scott's Zundaf. I really like that. That's I've taken a close look at that, and that's really sharp looking. So that's my choice for this week is Paul Scott's Zundaf.
Thank you, Jamie.
I want to go with Robert Judson's Kamaz. Looks epic as well. For me.
It's a beautiful, that's a beautiful build.
It is gorgeous.
DJ?
Yeah, difficult again. I had Paul Scott's on that down and Joe's drag truck. I really wish you'd have put the two together as a final presentation, but okay.
Did.
But my vote's going for Warden B's Fucker Wolf.
Oh,
I absolutely love
too.
that little cat.
Oh, he did in his second photo. They were
Yeah,
both
he,
together.
yeah, he did. Yeah.
I know that, but yeah. But as a final presentation, it would have been nice to have the two together. Yes, I know we saw the photograph, but yeah, it's not what I meant.
He doesn't like
And
get
Mr.
your
Callis?
listen to him.
Mr. Callis?
I'm gonna go with Joe's Kenworth for my number one pick. I'm gonna give a number two pick for Warden B's FW190
Beautiful,
because that little area.
Number two pick.
Thanks, Andrew.
And I'm gonna do two.
This isn't the Oscars. This isn't the Oscars. It's number one pick. Number one.
Okay.
So Joe gets your vote. Fair enough.
Joe gets my vote.
Mr. Scattergun?
Robert Judson's truck.
Well done, Dan.
Roland?
Yeah. I just go. Too many. I'll take the Zundap from Paul Scott. I love that.
Yeah. Okay.
Epic.
Simon?
Oh, I really haven't got a clue. I've got 4 on my short list, but there was a lot of good builds. I really can't make my mind up. I've got Warden's Fokker Wolf on there, Robert's Rally Chuck, Joe's Drag Truck, and Paul's Bike and Sidecar.
Well, apparently we can have 2 picks, isn't it, Andy?
Just the one.
Come back to me, I'm still thinking.
No. Well, shout.
Pick one. Come on.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe it.
All right, I will do. Come back.
No, come on.
It's not that he surprises you, but we had a half-an-hour presentation now. Come on, Si.
I know, but the trouble is, Roland, you're looking at them, and there's some fantastic builds again, and I'm surprised I managed to get it to 4, if I'm honest.
Yeah, true.
But although he didn't put his first picture as both of them together, I am going to have to go for Joe's Drag Truck.
Yeah, so
The reason I didn't put both pictures together is because I finished the drag truck this week.
I
It's
know.
two separate. They're two separate kits.
Yeah.
So
I know.
I get that,
Joe.
but they were planned as a unit, though, weren't they? So
they're two
They
separate.
were separate kits, though. They were separate
Anyway.
kits.
yeah, I get that. But,
Okay, then, Rich, your choice, please.
Runner up would be Dave Molina's Porsche. And
Hello.
main pick is Joe's drag truck.
There we go.
Thanks, Rich.
Woody boy?
Oh, don't ask me.
Another surprise.
Just because I like bikes and he did an excellent job of it. Paul Scott's Zundap.
Yeah, it's cracking.
Yeah.
That kit is not an easy kit to
Adam?
put together.
It's old as well.
Yeah. An old Italian kit. So it's a handful.
I think Robert's Kamaz was really good. So was Joe's drag truck.
Awesome, all of it.
Yeah.
What are you picking?
Robert's Kamaz.
Yeah.
And Paul.
Warden B's Fokker Wolf.
Yeah.
I would vote for Joe. I don't think he needs my vote looking at the chat.
No.
So I'll give it to somebody else. Plus, I don't like Joe.
We have seen this now so many times.
I'm bored of seeing it. It's been truck this, truck that. There's been things thrown.
Swearing.
He even faked an injury down some stairs to get away from
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
He threw himself to the floor.
I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
Yeah, me too.
What I can't wait to see is Joe's finish LFA next week.
Oh yeah.
Especially the shot of the bonnet open. You know that really nice bonnet stand that comes with the kit?
God, yeah.
Can't wait to see that. That'll be good, won't it, Joe?
Neither can Joe.
Really, really good, Paul.
Yeah.
Anyway, this week, my vote goes, I mean, shout out to Warden B, because that little Fokker Wolf looks awesome.
Yeah, it was cracking.
Shout out to Dave McRae, because that Toyota Crown, I mean, the stance on that is just spot on.
Beautiful, yeah.
Again, I like the truck, the rally truck, and I like Paul Scott's motorbike and sidecar. But again, I mean, I know what the work Joe's put into those trucks, and it does look epic together. So Joe is going to get my vote this week.
Thanks,
Not really needs it, like you say. There's no more votes in the chat, so I'll end the voting in the chat, and then we'll have a tally up. So.
And Dan P's right, amazing work all round, top level quality as usual. Hard to pick it is. It's very difficult every week.
So this week, in third place is Robert Judson with his Kamaz rally truck.
Nice.
Second place is Warden B with the Fokker Wolf 190A.
Nice.
But this week's winner, unanimously, is Joe with his Tyrone Malone drag Kenworth truck.
Brilliant.
Well done, Joe.
Well done, everybody.
Well done, Joe. Well done, mate.
Joe.
Well done, everybody.
Thank you, folks. Thank you, guys.
So what picture are we going to put up of Joe's?
I'll put the. I think I'm going to put the double one up. To be fair.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
No, it's the best picture. It just looks great.
As it should be.
Joe,
Yeah.
do you have a competition coming up?
Yes, sir.
You've got to enter that. Please enter that in the comp.
I am.
And as far as pictures, Al, have you got one of you doing the snow angel, Joe? We'll put that one up instead of the.
Is that after he bounced down the stairs?
Sorry, guys. What did we decide on pictures?
The full one, the two of them.
Yeah.
The one with two, yeah?
Yeah.
Why can't I find Dan's questions for the crew?
It's in the.
Got it. I've got it.
Why did I click on that? That's not one. Click on this. Click on that.
Yeah, apparently, when Joe fell down the stairs, he sounded like the beginning of EastEnders. You're only going to get if you've seen EastEnders.
Sit down.
I am sitting.
That dog's joined me and he's harassing me.
Kick him in the nuts.
Right then, what have we got left to do? Just questions? Is that it? We done?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it? Let's have a look. Lots of congratulations in the chat for Joe.
Yes, thank you very much, everybody.
Merited.
But everybody else did fantastic work also.
Yeah, they did.
Couple of questions off Daryl. Cool. I'll remember them in a minute. Yes. To reiterate, I wasn't arguing before over the rally truck. I was just trying to stipulate something that I read about them. I actually watched something the other day on them, and the gist I got of those rally support trucks is, while they are a competing vehicle, their primary role is a support vehicle.
Correct.
So that's what I was saying. I wasn't saying they don't race, but they can be mid-race fighting for the lead, and they've got to pull off and go and help their thing. So the race is a second thought to the support, because they have bigger trucks that go between the stages, don't they, carrying all the main gear, and because they're in our competitor's truck, they're not allowed on the race course. So I think the way of getting around the rules originally was to enter the trucks as competitors, because competitors can go to each other's aids.
Yes, correct. Yeah, the competitors can
that was what I was trying to get across. I wasn't saying they're not competing, but it's just the race is a secondary role to what the truck's purpose is a support truck.
And that was kind of like where I was trying to go with asking.
Yeah, they drop the race.
The actual use.
Yeah, it's a support truck. That's what it is. But they are also competing. But they'll drop that race at the drop of a hat to go and help their team.
I've never I didn't understand.
It's a loophole. It's a loophole in the rules of the Paris Dakar.
Yeah.
Competitors can help each other, but the teams can't intervene on stage. So I think that's where the trucks originally came from. They've even had to lower the speed limit on those trucks, haven't they? They've had to limit
the speed limit. I know everything now. It's 100. I think 100 mile an hour is all they're allowed to do now.
Because one or two of those trucks has crashed in the past, hasn't it? It was literally just devastating.
It's everything. It's the motorbikes, the cars, everything is. They've not allowed to go above a certain speed.
Did you watch Harry's video the other day?
Yeah.
It's a good video, that, wasn't it? That Audi's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Is any of the Paris to Dakar, some of it would be actually on road? Because I know I've seen that truck racing on.
Yeah, it doesn't do the original race anymore. It's not the full length anymore, is it? It's literally, and it's been proper. It's been proper like nerfed down now, isn't it, to what it used to be?
Well, it's still pretty
it's
dangerous.
It's mainly desert, beach, and what would you call it? I don't know what you call it.
Racing around.
Toughest race in the world.
Pampas, because they are racing in South America now, aren't they?
I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure.
All I know is I've seen that truck going around some curves on a road where I just blew my mind how fast that.
Oh, they're crazy. Those things, crazy, and they're fully loaded in the back. The actual support ones are fully loaded in the back of all the gear. So they're immense, crazy people driving them. One of them crashed years ago, didn't it, at full speed? And it just exploded into 1,000 pieces, didn't it? Just killed everybody in it and everything. So I think the proper kind of reduced everything with the Paris Dakar to make it safer. No?
They tried to, but it's not. It's still bloody dangerous.
I'm not saying it's not dangerous, but it used to be a lot tougher than it was now.
Yeah.
They've nerfed it.
There's only like 10-15% of the runners actually finished, but now it's more like 60-70%.
That's what I mean, because they have made it an easier race, safer race. 100%. If you haven't watched it, Harry's Garage did a trip out there, and he got quite good exclusive access, didn't he, Alan, to some of the cars?
Yes.
That new Audi, that hybrid electric Dakar thing is mental.
Yeah, the one that's got the.
It's got the engine buried inside it for charging.
Yeah, it's got a GT3 engine in the back that just runs basically flat out, running a generator.
So it doesn't need charging. It charges itself with its engine. Runs on electric. So they get it back to the thing at the end. It doesn't need charging. It's already charged. It's done itself on the way back with the. It's mental, absolutely. If you haven't watched it, watch Harry's Garage and watch his Paris Dakar trip. It was really good.
I'll have to watch that. That does sound pretty.
It was very, very good. I've looked at Audi's awesome. I hope somebody makes a kit of that. You may well do. Shane says it's a military vehicle. I think it is originally, isn't it? The Kamaz.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Just heavily modified for the Paris Dakar. Keep it simple. Gloss, decal, matte coat. No, Robert, you don't have to gloss for decals. You don't have to. As long as you paint smooth paint and smooth paint. You can have a clear coat that isn't smooth.
Yeah.
And it'd be just as bad as painting on matte coat, decal on matte paint. So yeah, you don't have to gloss coat. You don't have to. Lots of congratulations for Joe. Question there, applause all around. There's a video of the commands drifting side by side with a rally car. I bet there is.
I've seen that one. It's amazing.
Crazy. Right then. So we've got questions. I'll read Daryl's first because it's in the chat. Questions for the crew. What kit manufacturer have you ever avoided like the plague? Also, what kit manufacturer have you not done and thought, why have you not been in my life sooner?
I'm sure we get this question like every week.
I may have answered that before. I tend to try and avoid artillery. I've just never had a good experience with them at all. So I just avoid them. Really do. What were we looking at today? The Mercedes, wasn't it, rolling the 190?
Yeah.
Me and you were looking,
horrible.
and it just looked horrendous. It just did. Roland was looking at it. We went and had a look around, see what it looked like.
Something's not right.
Yeah, all the
squishy.
dimensions were just way off. It just looked awful. So Artillery's got more fails than anything. I know they do a few good kits. What kit manufacturer have you not done and thought, why have you not been like Revel for me?
Right, yeah, that's for me.
Revel, 100%. I was a massive snob to Revel. Even like Monogram and things like that. They've got some great kits in their range, even though they're old. AMT have still got good kits in their range, haven't they, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
They do make some good kits.
They do make some really good kits.
For me, it's Revel. I avoided Revel kits for years as being a bit snobby, thinking, oh, they'll be no good. I built that Chevelle, and I was blown away how good it was. And a lot of us have built that Chevelle now, and it is a genuinely good kit from Revel. It is. So that's probably the main one for me, definitely.
I don't think I've actively avoided any manufacturer apart from maybe Airfix, but
Well, there you go. Then that's the one you avoided.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well, Airfix kits that I want to build. So
I haven't avoided any kits. Not really. No. Well, maybe Airfix.
I think it's Hella for me.
And
that's why, Hella, I suppose. That's
Hella,
why
but then
Airfix kits that I want to build.
But then Dan said some of the Hella kits aren't bad.
Yeah.
I've built a couple of Hella kits. I don't have a problem with them.
Yeah. So
It's only whatever. I've never built one, but
I don't think I ever have either. No.
So
as an
Hella would have been
example-
my avoid like the plague, but doing the stuff for new kits this week, they've just invested several €100,000 in remachining and new tooling all of their kits and their back catalogue. So I think they're probably one to watch this space on. They're trying to get rid of their chunky reputation. Hella.
Yeah, they've got
They have been
German
bought by a
investment,
German company.
and it's with respect to Simon, it's millions, not thousands.
Sorry?
It's millions, not hundreds of thousands.
Well, sorry, I'm just going by the guy at Hella on YouTube when he said it was 200 to 300,000 euros, but he's obviously wrong.
It's got to be more than that when you think about it, doesn't it?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Apparently, somebody
that's
stole
for me.
2
Hella's the one I'd avoided, and like I say, that Revel kit, loved it. Yeah.
Mine was always MPC. If I had a subject in MPC and something in AMT, I always would get the AMT over the MPC. MPC to me is like, no, thank you. But saying that, I have built some MPC kits that are fantastic. It all depends on the subject you want, right?
That's it. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's a subject matter, isn't it? I mean, if it's a subject you want to build, I don't care who makes it. I'll have a go. That's the thing. I think that's the key thing for myself. It's all about the subject more than anything else.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things is that some of these companies have been around for since the Stone Age. It seems like Heller and Airfix as a young kid, the Airfix kits when they would come in a bag. But I mean, as an example, having seen some of those old kits and how rough they were.
Yeah.
Just today, in the, what have you completed? We were, I think the number 2 pick for, out of the group was Warden B's FW190 and by Airfix, and that's in 1/72nd scale. That's one of the, I mean, that was a beautiful rendition of an FW190. Just, I'd definitely give one of those a look. So, yeah.
I don't avoid anything. There's quite a few which I haven't gotten yet because I can't get it. For example, that little bike which I just showed on the section, what have you bought? I've never had an F-Toys kit, never seen it before. So yeah, but I've never actively avoided something. If I like something, I buy it and try to make the best out of it.
That's it.
Word today.
Anybody else? Nope, we're all done. Cool. Right then. No, Andrew, he doesn't this week, mate. He doesn't. That was Andrew asking me, does Paul have a question this week?
No.
We discussed that at the beginning, Andrew.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Anthony Rico saying, hey guys, my question is with black paint. I'm busy with a show artillery 40 scale F-16 Fighter Falcon in the Italian Aeronautica Militare 1,000-hour scheme. That's black. So I want the black to be clean and not weathered. How can I make it look a bit less bland now without making it faded and weathered?
Don't paint it black.
I don't think.
Then it's black, isn't it?
Well, it is black. I've got pictures of it here. If I can screenshot.
Yeah, that is.
Playing up lately on this.
It was in the What Have You Been Building, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. By what you just put about fading it and weathered, you can't really, mate. You're gonna have to do something to it. You're gonna have to, otherwise you're gonna have to leave it just solid black.
Yeah, it's going to be different blacks, isn't it? And different
Yeah,
dark, black,
you need
dark greys.
dark greys. Yeah, you're gonna have to weather it using that.
Could you put a black panel line wash over it so it goes in some of those?
Yeah, you might be able to dark.
You could, but I still say you're going to need different types of blacks, and dark greys, just to break it up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do something to it. I don't know. Is that using an airbrush?
I think it's good already. Personally,
Out using an airbrush.
I don't know. Is that airbrushed? Must be. I don't know, I can't tell if that's airbrushed.
Yeah,
it must be.
Must be.
Yeah.
It looks like brush strokes in the paint there to me.
Yeah, exactly. I see that too.
And up here.
Yeah.
Hard to tell. Anyway, you're gonna have to do something to it. If you want to break the black up, Anthony, you're gonna have to airbrush, like Paul said, different blacks, real dark greys on there, highlight the panel lines, maybe fade it a little bit, mottle it. There's no way around it without doing some sort of fading or weathering. It's just going to look like a solid block otherwise.
I wonder if you use like a dark blue, like an ink or something.
To add a different tone to it.
Yeah.
I'd look at real pictures of the real aircraft and see how it's weathered, because even though this is a show bird, it will still have grime on it.
Yep.
But close up, it'll still be dirty.
Yeah, there'll be older panels and newer panels.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're going to have a different hue to them. So it's always worth doing some research and checking out the real photographs of the real thing.
Yeah.
What was the light will hit different panels differently and give you different shades.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you are going to have to fade and weather it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because the real aircraft won't be spotless. It'll be clean, but being clean and not weathered is different.
Yeah, Anthony says it is airbrushed.
It is airbrushed. You're going to have to do something. You will have to model or whatever. Look at real pictures of the aircraft. Try and find some close-up references. And like they were saying, look at access panels around the ailerons, wing tips, leading edges. Look for how it's weathered naturally.
Yeah.
Even though things are kept spotlessly clean, you can clean things off and it still leaves a weathered look behind from ingrained dirt, grime, different panel lines, maintenance, anything. You might not see it from 500 feet away, but close up it could still look like it's weathered. So that's the only thing I can think of.
Anthony
Hugh Gordon saying use different clear coats and matte satin.
Yes. It's a great idea. Yeah.
Black's one of the most difficult paints on an aircraft, especially.
Oh, tell me about it.
To paint without it looking really boring. And the best tip I ever had was never paint anything black, dark grey, because you can use the black. No, if you dark grey it, you can use the black to weather it, then fade it.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which has got a scale effect as well.
Is the actual bird a full gloss finish, or is it kind of like a satin? The actual aircraft.
No idea. I'm not sure.
No idea.
You're not sure, right? Let me just.
If it's like a satin, then you'll get a lot of tonal variation with it.
Yeah. Have a look at the real thing and have a look back. Let us know. Right, Sparky Mark. I'm going to click this one just because it's next and there's a picture.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble making out what this is, to be honest, because the picture's digitally zoomed in. It looks like photo etch on a fret, is it?
Yeah, it looks like photo etch. It looks like little bolt heads on fret, isn't it? The tiny ones you get on there.
What do the crew find the easiest way to remove small p from the fret, such as these rivets, so that you can keep the shape? Or how do you file them without them pinging around the room? Oh, God. Okay, so cut them off the fret. You either need to very carefully cut them off with some like Tamiya PE or Zuron PE shears, or use like a hard piece of perspex or glass as a base, and another piece to hold it while you trim it with a knife, but you run the risk of pinging them then.
Yeah.
And to file them, you're going to have to try and hold them somehow, either in tweezers or something like the Mr. Hobby part holders, which are like very flat-edged tweezers.
Yeah.
I use, I've got a wide set of pliers that I use.
To grip them.
Yeah. I use flat.
They've got no serrations in them, so they're just like flat, so they don't damage the parts.
I'll guarantee they'll probably give you extra ones there, allowing for the pinging.
Oh God, yeah.
Well,
times as many as you need.
For taking them off the fret, if you're going to use a sharp blade, you can put like ceramic or like a tile or a piece of glass underneath. But what you can do to stop them pinging everywhere is just put a bit of sellotape over the top.
I normally use like white tack or something to put it on and then cut.
Or a bit of clear.
The problem is, if it's not a flat edge, it'll distort it. That's the only thing. I can't make out what they are. What the rivets?
They're
rivets.
Are they dome? Are they? I can't see. The picture's not very clear, is it?
No, they look like bolts, and the middle is recessed.
Yeah. There's a load on this Audi R8 fret as well. You know, they're all for like the ends of the wing plates and stuff on where you have like the bolt plates and stuff and that sort of thing.
I see what they are. They're not rivets. Actually,
so they are tiny. You know, so I can understand.
Yeah, you just need to. Yeah, you just need either soft, smooth pliers to hold them. They're small. They're going to be difficult no matter what you do. To be honest,
one of the things that I do is I take either double-sided tape or I turn the masking tape around on itself so the sticky side is facing out. I wrap it around my fingers, and then I put it down on a flat surface. I know people say like plastic or something flat, but then you can place the photo etch onto that masking tape, push it down with your finger, and then you can use a really sharp single edge razor blade to make your cut as close to it as you possibly can. Okay, but then once you've got it off, you could also put to clean up both of those edges. You can have it as close to, in other words, you sandwich the photo etch piece in between two pieces of masking tape so that the one side that you want to clean up is visible. And that way the masking tape, you're able to hold it either with your hands or with a pair of pliers, and it's not going to ping because you're actually like holding the masking tape. So
the other thing you could do as well. Go on.
So for one thing I say with those, looking at that, I'm not because it's not zoomed out. Because it's not right, because on the bottom of that it should have the sticky backing on the back of that as well. As long as you leave that on, if you cut them with a sharp scalpel, they tend not to ping off the fret. because they're still stuck to that sticky back plastic.
But
The
cut
other thing
through
you
the
could
plastic's
do,
the best way.
the other thing you could do as well, which would be the way I would do it, is I'd put that in a clear plastic bag and cut it in there. So if you do ping off,
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea.
That's what I'd do.
Yeah,
that's
So
brilliant.
I'd do all that work, get as big a clear plastic bag as you can get, and put the parts in and cut them and clean them up in there. So at least they ping off, you can find them again. Because if they ping off, they're gone forever.
Yeah.
Paul, if you could come off share for a minute, because these are quite good as well. So I've got these, they're Krios clampable tweezers.
Tweezers.
They actually go quite fine, and they do clamp very small parts quite tightly, and they work quite
Where'd
well.
you get them from?
I can't remember for the life of me. I found them online somewhere, I think.
They're cool, aren't they? I've got very
Yeah, that's
similar little ones from Mr. Hobby somewhere.
Is there a name on those side?
Billy.
It says GSI Krios.
Oh, they're Mr. Hobby. It's Mr. Hobby.
Yeah.
Are they?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I've got the same here. Look, but I've got little ones.
Something
Oh,
very
yeah,
similar.
Similar
Okay.
thing then, yeah.
So can you see the end of those?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
So these are really good because you've got a little indentation in between as well.
Yeah, same on this one. mate.
GSI's Gun Sango Industries, I think it is, or Incorporated, whatever it is.
Oh, right.
I'll have to have a look at them because they're quite good. But these are very handy.
Yeah.
And Tamia does one, which is there. No, it's not them. I've got how many bloody pairs of tweezers? Honestly, I should open an eyebrow plucking thing.
Oh,
Plucking. So I got them, but they're more for plastic parts. The end of them is rounded,
Mhm.
so it will grip apart as well. You can't see it, but anyway.
Yeah. No,
I do all that work in a plastic bag. So if they do ping off, you don't lose them.
That's a great
idea.
idea.
I like
They're
the
going to be a
those
nightmare.
ones.
They are. They're going to be a nightmare.
If
I
you're
like to get a
building,
set of those ones that hold the rounded parts.
Oh, they're well handy. Very handy.
if you're building armor, and you're doing PE, sooner or later, you're gonna have to do some tool clamps. And
Yeah.
the tool clamps in 1/35 scale are super, super small.
And they're supposed to be workable.
And they are workable.
Well,
They absolutely are.
No. They're supposed to be. But not when you get
Well,
pissed off and just glue it all together.
Well, this is
Actually,
true.
they are
This is
the
true.
size
But-
of a grain of rice. And they're
Yes.
supposed to be workable
But what
and
you-
open. And they're made of like 4 or 5 parts.
Mm.
They're a nightmare.
Yes. So, and you have to fold those pieces onto one another. But what you can do is you can again take that masking tape you've folded over on itself, so you've got the sticky side up, and take that part, place the part on the masking tape, and the masking tape essentially becomes like a third hand. It holds the PE part, and it allows you to use your hands to make those tiny little bends without the part pinging away. Don't ask me how I know.
Yeah, those tool clamps, especially on German armor, are the work of the devil, those things.
Yes, they are.
That's the thing. I spent like an hour and a half making one in here. And as I went to Sagler to the Tiger tank, it pinged off.
Oh.
And I spent about half an hour in here looking for it. Hannah came in and was looking for about half an hour with me. We were everywhere. I gave up. I had to make another one. Came back up the bench, put my hand up, and it was stuck to my thumbnail. It's super good. It stuck to my thumbnail and been there the whole time. We were on the floor looking for everything. I think I built one, and there was 16 to do, and I think I gave up after 3. And I was like, they're not going to work. They're not going to work. So yeah, I hope that helps, Mark, in some way. And Craig says, can you polish photo etch? What would you use? Thinking about leaving someone painted, and would you clear coat it after polish? Metal polish?
Yeah.
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 Autosol. I've got the Maguire stuff, whatever the hell the
Yeah.
bloody stuff's called, which is really good stuff. It's in here somewhere, it's in one of the drawers. And
that one.
It's different, mine's an actual purpose-built metal polish. It depends. If it's brass PE you're doing, you will have to coat it with something because it will tarnish again. Steel? I don't know. Steel PE or tarnish?
It's
Right.
if it's not stainless, it will. I would clear
Yeah,
coat it,
rust
whatever. Full stop.
Very easy.
Anything you polish will tarnish back again.
Yeah, okay. There we go. So yes.
So even a good white toothpaste. Arm & Hammer
Yeah, it's
toothpaste.
slightly abrasive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flitz used to make a nice metal polish. Flitz.
Flitz it? Did you say flitz it?
Flitz, yes. You can
Yeah,
flitz
flitz
it.
it. Yeah.
Flitz it. It comes
Came
in
in
a
a silver tube, blue lettering. Yeah.
Yep.
Great
Good
stuff.
stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. You there's a good one. UMP buffer sticks. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
If you watch part 2 of the Ferrari engine, I used the buffer to polish a piece of white metal. And
Yeah, that worked.
No, that has to go in the bin.
It worked very well. Yeah, it polished
But,
that piece
but the white metals eats it up.
No, it was actually all right. It was, I have no idea what the part was because I haven't got a clue about what's on the engine. It's a thing at the top of the 2 pipes. It looked like a breather, I think.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I just polished up with the UMP buff and it came up great. Really good.
That's awesome.
Keep on building. We learn each time to build experience. A journey's a hobby. Yep.
Absolutely, Rob.
And there we go. There's our questions for the crew.
There's one from Dowell, but
Have we? There's another one from Daryl.
Yeah.
He heard that all Tamiya LP paints are gloss unless otherwise stated as semi or flat. Is that right? Yes.
Yeah.
Short answer.
Yeah, I think so.
And then
He used NATO black.
And then there's one from Aftab in
I
the
saw
chat as
that,
well. Aftab says, if you still have time, what inspired you to enter the hobby and what keeps you motivated?
So I entered the hobby because everyone got locked down. I wanted a new hobby and I couldn't afford a lathe. So I was looking at videos on Facebook, on YouTube, and I came across Paul's video of him building the RC213V. And I thought, yeah, I'll give that a go. And now I'm here.
Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, so blame Paul.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks.
Sorry.
Cheers, mate.
Honestly, for me, it was my dad. When I was young, my dad used to build models, basically cavalry and the likes, and a bit of armor, and that sort of got me interested in it as a boy. And then he bought me some kits, the old original Airfix kits, like say what come in the bags and stuff, Andy, and that, which I built as a toddler. And then I sort of got out of the hobby and got into RC and stuff, and then sort of fell back into this as well in a sort of way. And yeah, sort of always been there with me, really, for me.
Well, with me, I always like, when I like classic cars. Obviously, can't afford them, so the best way to get close to them and do something with it and fiddling around, and it was models, and that's how it started with me. Very late. I only started in 2016.
Well, I've just always loved scale models of anything, and cars being one of my favourite subjects. Why I started building cars, but I started when I was probably very young, and then didn't do anything for a while, and got back into the hobby probably about 10 years ago, maybe a bit less.
Well, I've been building models since I was about 6 or 7 years old.
Jesus, 60 odd years.
Yeah, but there's been a few breaks in between here and there, but I've always come back to it as a hobby because I just love building kits, regardless of what it is. But as for inspiration, motivation, whatever, that comes from me partially wanting to always improve myself. Okay, but better than that is looking at everybody else's builds. The people in this panel, for example, it never ceases to amaze me the quality of the builds that people are producing. well, no.
That's horrible stuff.
It's not what I'm saying. And if you can't derive some inspiration from what you see around you, then I'll do something else.
Yeah, yeah. It was illness that brought me back to it. I started when I was about 12, and like I say, everything just gets in the way, doesn't it? And then I got diagnosed,
kids are small.
and then what something to do, and just got back to it. I just thought I'd start in a small way, and just sort of now my life revolves around it. There's worse things that could happen, isn't there?
Yeah. As a child, I was really sick, and I was bedridden for a long time. And my father would bring 1/72nd scale aircraft kits home every night from work, and I would build, the 1/72nd scale kits on my bed. And so I was about probably 6 or 7 years of age, like Paul.
And last week he finished.
It's always modeling. You're right. You're absolutely right. Modeling's always been a part of my life, but what's motivated me, again, like what Paul said, is everybody else's builds, seeing everyone else's builds. But within the past, I don't know, gosh, how long has it been? Time flies here. Within the past, 7 years or so, it's how long have I known you, Paul? Several years.
I lose track now of time. About 7 years, maybe 6, 7 years.
It's my friends that keep me motivated, and tease me about how few models I build, stuff like that. That's what keeps me in the game.
But it's a great thing when you sort of get into a community that, like you say, you share your lives with people every day, don't you? But it's great because, like you say what somebody else do. You always get ideas, or it's just great. It's just a great.
Look at Joe. Joe's going to build an FW190. What are the chances of you? What are the chances of you picking up that kit if you didn't have your friends
to motivate me
without being peer pressured into it?
No, hang on. There was no peer pressure at all. No. Let's get this back right. There was no peer pressure.
No,
what it was Joe thinking he was smart by calling me out, and then I agreed with him, and it really backfired on him. So poor Joe, unbeknownst, challenged me that he would build an aircraft kit when I build a truck kit. But what Joe didn't know was for about 2 weeks, it'd been crossing my mind thinking, quite fancy build a truck kit. And as soon as Joe said it, I went, and bought them.
Yeah.
I'm ready for my build. Have you bought your paint yet, Joe, for your aircraft?
No, sir. But I have bought the aircraft. So.
I know you have, mate.
So, for me with the modeling, my father always restored antique cars, and always had muscle cars. We were always going to car shows and always around friends with hot rods and stuff like that when I was younger. And when I was about 10 years old, my dad bought me my first model kit and said, "Here, see what you can build." And I built a couple models back then. And then I ended up getting out of the hobby for a while, being a kid and everything else. I picked it back up again about 30 years ago in my late 20s, and I did it for a couple of years. Then I got out of it again, raised a family, and about 4 years ago now, when I retired, I got back into it seriously and started doing it again. And now look at here, now here I'm getting up at 3:30 in the morning to come down.
You're a co-host on a daily live stream.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At one point, it was just like stuck in my little hole in the basement, you know, fiddling away. And now it's just like a whole
Whoa,
new
that's
experience
just
for
too
me.
much info, eh, Joe?
Oh,
About you in your basement, filling away with your hole.
Man,
The whole
ruin everything, don't
hobby
you?
we don't want to know about, thank you.
Huh? You gotta
that's
ruin
a
everything.
lovely story that you've ruined.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
But it does though, doesn't it? I mean, you know, because basically what we're talking about is the Hangouts as part of the modelling, and it does had an whole new dimension to modelling, doesn't it, as well? You know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We've got Andy in Florida, I think like yourself, Joe, in Canada, Adam in Canada. You know, people from all around the world join, don't they?
Oh, you left Rich out.
Yeah.
Richard,
Rich in the US.
You
got Roland in South
Rich is
Africa.
like, huh?
Well, Rich is like a piece of old furniture. He's always there.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
What was that, Rich?
About 7 years ago, I was looking for something to do, and I remembered back in the very early 70s, my dad had bought me a metal model kit of a Duesenberg.
Oh, nice.
And, I thought, you know, what the hell? Let me see if I can find any of them. And they looked on eBay, and yeah, they had some, so I got it. And then I decided, well, maybe aircraft, and tried that. And then I found Paul's page, and I pretty much bounced around. I pretty much like doing like the Patriots, the what do they call them? Multi-rocket launch systems.
Oh, the missile launcher systems.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. The self-propelled howitzers.
Mm-hmm.
And then some guy talked me into, or showed me his Legos. I thought, what the hell? I've been obsessed with Legos since then.
So you were peer pressured into doing Lego then, were you, Rich? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, I got my first one and liked it, and did my second one and liked it. And now I've got quite a few of them that are going to take me months to build.
Good.
Yeah, but we can see you have lots of fun with them, so that's the main thing.
As long as you're happy with him, Rich. There's a bit blue sometimes when he goes a few steps ahead and realises he's missed something out 20 steps back. You might get the odd F-bomb on the morning streams, but Rich, as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, that's all that matters.
That's it. Very true.
So I've got like 3 stages of this hobby, in a way. I did it a little bit as a kid, not a lot. And then when me and Hannah got together, I was bored, just on my own at home one day in our old house. I went to my local shop looking for a model kit, and if you know me, you know I go big or go home most of the time with everything I do. And I bought a massive truck model and trailer, and hand painted it with enamels on the living room floor in our old house. It was horrific trying to hand paint something that big. It was. So I bought an airbrush after it. Anyway, so I did that, and then we moved here and didn't have the room here then. I was modelling on the kitchen table, spraying out the back door models. And I gave up after about a year because it was just too awkward to do. And then I took it up again in 2009, just occasionally mucking around. And then I was in a bad car crash, lost my main hobby of shooting, which I'd done for like 30 years. And I was stuck at home for 3 months where I couldn't do a thing because I couldn't move my arm full stop. And then for about 9 months after that, I was kind of just stuck because I couldn't work. That turned into 3 years eventually. And I needed something to keep my mind occupied because I'd gone from being active every day out shooting in some form, clays, competition, hunting, whatever. I was out every day doing that when I finished work, to being stuck at home on my own because Hannah was at work. And I almost lost my mind at one point, started to suffer with problems and what have you. And I started doing the modelling, and it kind of kept me sane. back then, I'd have been absolutely lost about it because it can be a good solitary hobby. It can be. It's not.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah,
much
no
better the
doubt.
way we do it, but I'm sure a few of us pop in every now and then do a bit of modelling on your own because it's probably not worth firing a computer up or join the Hangout where you just need to clear code something quick, and it is enjoyable like that. And for me, it literally keeps my mind from wandering to dark places and keeps my mind occupied.
Keeps the demons away.
Keeps the demons away. My unoccupied mind is not good at all. And for me, it's turned into more than that. It's turned into making videos, which takes up a huge amount of my time. So again, keeps me occupied. It's gone from being a hobby back in 2010 to 2013 to starting UMP with Lee to becoming a side hustle to my plumbing I did back then to being now my only source of income currently. So for me, it's a massively important part of my life. I've met some phenomenal people on the way, made some very good friends, and yeah, it's become a huge part of my life. I enjoy near enough everything I do in the hobby, except for that goddamn Civic, which is really pissing me off. And I always moan about Fridays. These lads hear me every week going, "Oh, I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered." As soon as we're live, I'm happy as Larry. I'm always happy. I hate the I've always said this, and it's going off the time. If the Friday night show was in the morning, it'd be perfect. I hate the anticipation of having to wait all day to go live. It plays with my head. I don't know why. I'm very strange. Like any appointments I get anywhere, they've got to be first thing in the morning. I do not want to wait round all day knowing I've got that appointment. It ruins my day. I'm very weird like that. Very
I know
weird.
exactly what you mean. Like
It has to be done. I'd rather get up at 7 in the morning and go do a 10-minute appointment and come home and sit around all day than do that 10-minute appointment at 3:05 in the afternoon. It drives me nuts.
I agree.
So that's why I think a lot of people get in their head, I hate doing the Friday show. I don't hate doing it. I hate the anticipation of it. Everything with this hobby I love. It's become a huge part of my life, even more so since I started doing the morning streams, because I love our morning streams. They're great. We get the same regular people there every day who are committed with us every day. And it's good. The mornings fly by, don't they, in the morning?
Oh,
yeah.
It's 1 o'clock in the UK before I know it. I'm going out I'm going live an hour earlier now, at 8:30, and the day goes like that. I'd love to sit out here all day, but I never get anything else done. Not that I do much, but I never get anything else done. So for me, this hobby is massively important, as are these hangouts, which is why I've been doing them for
many years.
It's 8 or 9 years now I've been doing these.
While.
It's 8 or 9 years. UMP's 10 years old this year. ISM's 10 years old in May.
Mad that, isn't it?
Yeah, for me,
Party.
We'll be round to yours, Paul. Alan, I'll pick you up. We'll go to Paul's. Yeah. So yeah, I love this hobby and everything to do. Near enough everything to do with it. And yeah, I do it to stop me losing my mind, basically. That's it. Sorry for waffling on. I have an entire video bench update somewhere of mine. That story that takes about half an hour to tell. Like then, basically.
The waffle story.
The waffle story. Yeah.
The waffle story.
Yeah. Anybody else? Adam? Who else has not given an opinion?
I I did a little bit when I was a kid.
So about modelling still?
Yeah. And wanted something to occupy my time because, like Paul, I have a shitty mind if I'm left to my own devices, and same as I guess most of the people in here, I found Paul's videos, and the rest is history.
Why does everyone blame me?
Because it's your fault. It's always your fault.
No, not always.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Anybody else? We all done?
All done.
Alan, did you answer?
I did. I'm just trying to think how I actually stumbled onto you lot. I can't for the life of me remember it. I think it was through ISM on Facebook, to be honest.
I kind of remember you first contacting us.
Yeah.
And I remember you joined, and I thought, who's this arsehole?
Yeah.
As you do.
Yeah. How long have you been here now?
18, 19, 2018, 2019, so that was it. End of 2018.
I could tell you how long we've been here because Alan and I joined about the same time. It's just
Yeah, you
coming up
did.
3 years.
Is it 3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was here in 18, 19. I was
I've
in
already
the
been 3
Hangouts,
years.
and then life intervened, and then I joined again. What, year and a half, 2 years ago?
Yeah, you did. You managed for a bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Bliss it was.
Yeah. Would I have known that Luke is here? I wouldn't have bothered.
We need to introduce a black ball system into the Hangouts. We don't like you, we give you black balls. Anyway. I meant by punching them, by the way. Well, you can use whatever in your mind on that one. Just don't do it in a pickup truck. So, yeah, there we go. I've waffled on for half an hour and ruined the question.
There was one other really important question there further up I just noticed. Where's it gone? He apologised for mistiming his question.
It's going to be the bloody F1 question, isn't it?
It says, hi all, are you all looking forward to the 2020
Nothing to
F1
say about
season?
that.
And
Oh,
who are you
Roland spoke
supporting?
over you perfectly then. Say it again, Al.
It's getting a bit late for me now.
Are you looking forward to the F1 season, Roland? Who are you going to support?
Oh, F1. Yes. I support Porsche.
You're back in soon, mate, so you will be able to.
No, I'm not interested.
Not interested. No,
I've been out of F1 for a long time. It has become, it's just not the sport for
when
me
it comes
anymore.
back to Kyle Army, you'll be back into it, surely.
Oh, yeah.
the racing is good again, Roland. The racing is good now.
Oh, racing. Oh, I watch racing, yes, but I just don't like F1 anymore.
But for myself, I'll say Mercedes is my favourite team, but it'd be Mercedes and McLaren for myself. They're my two teams that I support.
Ferrari. Just saying.
Go on, Si.
Well, yeah, obviously looking forward to it. Team I've supported for the longest and got me into Formula One, Williams.
Yeah.
Big Mercedes fan and a big McLaren fan as well. More Mercedes than anything, I guess, this year.
Paul loves F1.
Oh, I can't get enough. It's F1 there. F1 that you can't see. I've got a Hall of Fame of F1 stuff over there. I've got memorabilia from all over the world. I've got some skis from one driver. Well, I've got one. There's 1.5 ski anyway. Yeah, you just can't get enough of it. Love it. Love F1.
Part of a tree. Yeah.
Oh, Paul, that's a bit bad taste, isn't it? No, I'm not a fan of F1. I openly admit. I probably would be if I watched it. It just doesn't do it for me. Just doesn't do it for me. Not a lot of motorsport does anymore, unfortunately.
We all like the same to be boring.
Main reason I'm not a fan of F1 is the same reason I'm not a fan of football.
Shit.
Well, yeah, it's shit. My brother liked them when we were growing up, and I don't like my brother. So
nobody likes your brother, do they?
We don't even like you.
Exactly.
Jeez, 2 of those. Just imagine.
Do you think we would like your brother better than we like you?
No, nobody likes my brother.
That's right, because no one likes you.
It's a family thing.
The last racing I truly followed was British touring cars in like the mid to late 90s. That's about the only racing I've really enjoyed. Nothing's beat that from that era for me.
No. The racing in BTCC is still good now, Paul. You know, it really is.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is.
You like your MotoGP a lot.
I can't watch it anymore.
Oh no, but you still liked it, didn't you?
I did. I just can't watch it anymore.
It's a scattergun. I think the the people in F1 and that just aren't big enough and butch enough and lift heavy enough weights, do they, Dan, for you?
No, they don't wear them as enough. Never mind.
I like
Not enough
F1 history,
shorts.
you know. I like the Tyrrell, the six-wheel Tyrrell and that kind of stuff. I like that kind of history of F1. But the last 15 years, 20 years, nah, I'm out of it.
I can understand your attitude there. I mean, I followed F1 since 1963.
Yeah.
You look like you have.
That when you're about 30.
Whatever happened, Paul? I think you got lost.
Yeah. But since, for the longest time, I was a Lotus fan until they fell off the track, and then I gravitated over to Ferrari. I've been a Ferrari fan ever since.
Like you glory hunter.
Yeah, if you like. But I just love the sport. I always have. I've never really been that interested in the drivers per se. I'm more interested in the teams and the cars, because that's how the original F1 was conceived. It was a constructors championship. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the drivers championship just came along later on. It was just that to me they're just mercenaries, more so today. I'm not interested in the drivers at all. It's the technology, it's the cars, it's that aspect of the sport.
Unfortunately, the technology's been stifled a bit though these last few years.
Yeah, totally agree with you, mate. Totally agree. I think it's become a bit too safe for my liking. But
I'll tell you what is a sport. Dan will back me up on this. Jousting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Jousting.
The jousting competition was sponsored by Lanson's Lancers. Do you remember this, Dan? Back in the day.
Yeah.
Anyone talking about any sport I didn't like, I'd bring up jousting and just end it there and then. Sir Lancelot last week, wow, he dismounted Sir Billy.
Sir Billy.
Right. Sir Billy, and man, he was unseated before you knew it. I mean, awesome. Nothing beats jousting.
Anyway, folks, it's been a great show. We'll see.
Anyway, Roland's ready to go to bed because it's 12:30 at night in South Africa. So I think we'll call it the end of the night there to the Friday night ISM F1 show, model show.
No.
There we go. Yes.
All right.
So thanks everyone that's tuned in tonight. Thanks for joining us all. I'm sure we've all got videos due out, but I bet Roland can't be bothered talking about it right now. So
I told you which one comes out.
I wasn't listening.
Yeah, as usual.
It's 10:30.
It's 12:30.
Roland's going to bike you out. Part 2 of my LFA went up on Patreon today. Oh God, what should I do tomorrow? I've either got part 1 of the Molafati Hero to go up on ISM or part 1 of the Sierra. I haven't decided which one to do yet of them. Probably the Sierra, I think. And I've got part 4, I think it is, of the Civic. This thing's nearly done now, thank God. That'll be up on Patreon soon, and I'll have a bench update probably through the week. And I want to do some reviews. I haven't done a review in ages. I think I'm going to review that SF90 Ferrari, I think. I'll give that a review, I think, because it looks awesome. Yeah.
I would love to see it.
And I need to do a video on the auction as well, I suppose, as well. Better get the news after that. Yeah. Dan's not here. Luke, no videos?
Not at the moment, no. I haven't got time.
Simon?
No.
Short, sweet.
He's on a hiatus.
Well, you best get down because you'll fall.
Anyway, there we go. So thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for all the thumbs up. We've got 102. Thank you all very much.
Excellent.
I'll be back live in the morning around 9:30 probably tomorrow, actually. I always go out in the morning with the family. So I'll be about 9:30 in the morning and back on Sunday at some time. Don't know if I can commit to 8:30 on a Sunday. I don't know if it's just too early.
No, just have a lie in.
Nobody will be.
I won't have a lie in. I'll be up by then. But yes, we'll be back anyway. All right. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for all these guys for popping in. All the hard work that they do as well through the week and on the show. And for Ted for popping in as an impromptu guest. Well, he's waving. Bless him. There we go. And we'll see you all next Friday. All right. So enjoy the rest of the night, everyone. Not that there's much left.
Cheers, guys.
Anyway, and we'll catch you next time. See you, everyone.
See you guys.
Bye bye.
Take care, everybody.
Bye bye.
Have a great week.